Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, y'all.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. What's up, y'all?
Alright, where the hell is the gingerbread man again?
That's okay. You have to go into the effects. Like, click on your
Yeah.
click on your thing. You gotta scroll all the way over, or you gotta go to effects, whatever. Scroll all the way over to where there's a little arrow, and then you can click the arrow, and it opens up like everything else. And
Yeah,
then you
where
can,
is it in that part though?
You can search it or save it, or it's always a popular one. So
Maybe it's in trending.
I don't know. I have it favorited, so it's just I can just pick it. I don't know.
Okay, let me see.
I know. I missed it too, Shirley. I gotta watch it. Oh, goodness. Sorry. Oh my gosh. You okay?
There it is.
Yes, queen.
Sorry
about that was my girl.
I don't want you to be dying.
Oh,
I don't need my mom. I don't need my mother passing away.
Almost.
Yeah, I don't talk to one. She's basically gone to me, so can't lose another one.
Sorry, y'all.
There you go.
Everyone's coughing up a storm.
I was just choking on my dick.
Don't you?
That's one of my favorite movies is The Breakfast Club. I fucking love that movie.
That's a great movie.
Me too. Actually, I was thinking about watching 16 Candles the other day.
Oh, that's a great
love that movie.
We watched 16 Candles the other day in
Discord.
You didn't say anything.
Yes, I did. I posted it.
Oh, what's wrong with you?
No, wait.
16 Candles.
No.
We watched The Labyrinth.
No,
I've never seen The Labyrinth.
Oh my god, it's great. We can watch it again because it's Muppets.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one with David Bowie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want to watch New Moon. By the way, we need to watch that.
Oh yes, we can do that for you. Are you working today?
Yeah, we could probably do that tomorrow because I have to be at work at fucking 8:30 tomorrow. So, but I get off at 3.
Okay, cool.
Yes, Labyrinth, girl. Yes.
Also, I just wanted to say Darlene killed it last night. Period, and that's all.
We're about to.
Darlene.
We're gonna watch it.
I was just gonna say I cannot wait to watch the replay.
Yes. I missed it, so yes, we will be watching that.
Darlene was a pure queen last night.
Oh, he popped that blankety blank in there.
Thank you, Waffles Lawyer. Thank you for all the heartbeats, guys. Thank you for the taps. I missed y'all.
Pop that blankety blank.
Pop that blankety blank.
Pop that blankety blank blank.
Pop that blankety blank.
Listen. Speaking of popping a blankety blank, okay. So I found a new book on Audible. Let me just say, the first chapter, I was like, oh, okay, we're diving in this book.
Wait, what are you talking about? I'm sorry, I missed it.
A new book that I started.
Oh, I really want to watch. Oh fuck! What is Heated Rivalry?
I don't know.
I think that sports mom is embarrassed to me because she never shouts, "Oh, Todd's my friend."
Good morning, elevator mommy.
She's like, "Who's Todd?" I don't know. That's embarrassing.
Thoughts on everyone praising Danny? Okay, here's the thing with Danny. Okay, and I seen. I saw a clip on TikTok. I don't remember whose clip it was, but it was a clip of Danny and her going on that little spiel about you don't want Cameron to hate you, you hated Brian and Lisa, whatever, her whole little thing, right? And I seen some comments where they were like, yeah, I didn't, whatever. But I did see some comments say, and I will point out, if everyone like has forgotten somehow, that like, no, she may not be doing some of these things that she was doing when she was in Illinois. But she does this. Sorry. Oh, I need a drink. Give me 1 second.
Oh, it's Molotov. Mazel tov. Molotov Queen. As in the Molotov cocktail.
Danny does this all the time, right? Every couple months, every few weeks, whatever it may be, she comes on here,
basic Betty Queen,
and she gives this whole fucking spiel about like a big old lecture to Gabby, right? She'll do this, and then she'll turn around and be like, I love my sister, or they'll be hanging out again, or this and that, or whatever, and then it's the same cycle over and over again. This is what she does. Okay, she comes on here, tries to talk against her sister, and then people are like, yeah, tell her, Danny, tell her, blah, blah, blah. Good morning, Forking Crazy. Yeah, blah, blah, whatever. It is what it is. But, like I said, she's just going to turn around and go back, and it's just going to they keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. This is, like, she may not be doing the same shit she was doing in Illinois as far as like not doing the rugs or what. Let's just say, okay, she's holding a job, right? According to her, let's just say that's true, right? There are other things that she's doing now that are just different than what she was doing before.
I have a quick thought on this, and then I have to go to get my MRI, but you're
Yes.
right. She knows exactly, like, I think most people that are newer are like, oh, she's spitting facts. They're not supporting her. They're just saying, oh, she's saying the right things. But Danny knows what to say and when to capitalize on being the good twin. So just keep that all in mind. Like, Mira's right. This is a cycle. She's done this before. That's all. I'll be back.
Thank you, Carrie. Yeah.
Yeah,
We've done this a few
I
times.
don't get me wrong. Like we discussed this all yesterday.
She should just throw her away forever.
Well, that's a little much.
No, I didn't say anything about throwing her sister away. What I'm saying is it's convenient and it's a pattern that she comes on here every couple months and gives a speech or a lecture towards Gabby, right? And then she turns around and acts like she didn't say all that shit, basically.
Yeah.
And then they're just like whatever.
Yeah, like I'm not going to be sitting here giving Danny a pat on the back, going,
No.
"Oh, Danny, you really stood up for stood up for yourself and said everything that we all have been wanting to say." Yes, there were some things that were said yesterday that needed to be said, but they weren't said because they needed to be said. They were said in a manipulative way.
Right.
And
I agree. Exactly. Yeah. Some of the things she said was spot on. And I agree that one day that like it's possible he's going to see this stuff and he could honestly feel that same, you know what I'm saying? Like that's true. That could very well happen. But that's what it's for. It's for manipulation to make people kind of feel bad, make it seem like she's the good twin and all this stuff. That's what she does. But like, if I'm completely honest, like if I was Danny, I would say fuck Gabby. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I haven't talked to my mom because she's toxic to my life. And I choose fucking peace. I don't care blood or not. If you're toxic is toxic, and I don't need that. I deserve peace in my life.
I agree.
And if I was Danny, I would 1,000% basically just say fuck Gabby because people have tried to help her. She doesn't give a shit at this point. No one cares.
And cut a bitch off.
The thing is it's not even only Gabby against Danny. It's also Mimi against Danny. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? So like, as much as Danny does dumb shit, I will say that they do gang up on her. Like when Danny lived with Mimi, all Gabby had to do was call Mimi, and Danny was getting yelled at for saying something. You know what I'm saying? So like, they like, I would say
Yeah.
fuck it. Like I wouldn't even care.
Honestly,
You know what I'm saying? To be honest.
she does this shit to make herself look better.
Mm-hmm.
And if you didn't, and if you noticed afterwards, she was like, "Well, I don't do this. I don't do this." And it's like, okay, you shouldn't need praise for going into work.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Not everyone has problems. People deal with IBS and all this shit every single day, and you're nothing fucking special.
Well, and the thing is they both do that shit, right?
I
So
know.
they're both like, they both want praise for doing the simplest adult tasks that they're supposed to do. Like,
Exactly.
oh, I made my kid brush his teeth. That's what you're supposed to do.
Darlene, we
Your
have
little
beef.
gingerbread face when you did that.
I potty trained my kid. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Good job. You need a fucking cookie for that? Where was
Darlene
my
and I
cookie?
have beef
Where was
now,
my
guys.
cookie
Why?
when I had to potty train a kid and I had to clean his shit off the floor?
Oh,
Where was that? Where was my praise when my little one decided
good
to
morning,
finger paint in
T-Rex.
his on the wall and I had to scrape it off the wall?
Oh my God, Jesus!
Do you want a round of applause? I'll give it to
God
you.
damn!
Mir.
What the?
Where was
job,
my
Mir.
cookie for that?
I
Good
don't think I'm
job,
I'm
gonna
gonna
have
Mir.
make
kids
his ass
anymore.
clean it. I'm like,
Not
this. I'm
no,
not doing this.
not the cookie in the chat. I'm crying.
I'm baking you cookies. Stop it.
I'm just like,
Darlene and I have beef now, guys. I'm gonna say it
Why?
like
publicly.
Danny. Remember, she's like, oh well, I moved out and I live in here by myself and I blah 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 blah.
Oh,
Okay,
good for you,
and
Danny.
so do I.
Yeah.
Take
And I
cleanse on
raised
your
2
cookie
kids
first, then eat
also.
cake.
And what?
Hey, have hood,
Every
have hood,
time
sweet.
this beautiful woman in the box next to me decides to hop into a box, I'm sleeping. It's obviously a vendetta against me and
Listen,
my sleep.
listen. Autumn's up here, so she can tell you. We were just chilling in Discord and
Mm-hmm.
just watching true
Ma'am.
crime,
Just
and
watching
the
our true
brownie shit
crime.
started, which, we're like, let's watch a train wreck. Because like I said last night, who the fuck can look away from a train wreck?
Yeah.
And I had no intentions. Like I wanted to. I sat there were some things being said, and I'm like, oh, I'd love a box right now. And Autumn's like, don't you dare. She's like, you are grounded. You stay right here. And Mirror like left. And so then I started streaming and, whatever. And I'm like, I'm going to be good. I'm not going to get a box. It's not worth it. Blah, 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 all the fucking things.
And then
Well, then
I
my
You request
name,
started to
queen.
yeah,
doze
but
off.
my name got
They
brought
took
up.
advantage of the fact that I got sleepy, and Darlene went rogue.
She went rogue.
Well, my thing is as long as you're not really fucking with me, I'm just gonna stay quiet and not say anything. But since they want to drag my name into it and make
That
up
doesn't see
some
you in the
fucking
request.
bullshit, I didn't like it. I said, you know what? No, I'm not doing this anymore. You don't get a free pass to just talk on my name and me not defend myself. So
Period.
that's how that happened. And I did not. I'm turning a new leaf. I know old Darlene would get up there and fucking yell and scream and cause a
Oh,
big
who
scene and a big
cares?
crash out. But you know what? I didn't.
From
I
now
Well,
on,
just
before I go to
had
bed
a very
early,
respectful
for
conversation.
those
Honestly,
that
you did.
missed it,
Absolutely.
because I was at work, I'm gonna play it right now. So I fast
Oh,
forwarded to the part where Darlene got in the box because
Oh,
that's
thank
oh,
God.
the
good.
part
Because
I care about right now.
unfortunately, Brownie's voice is like nails on a chalkboard for me.
Well,
from
Sorry.
now on,
sorry
before I
about
go to
that.
bed early, I'm gonna have to ask you and Pizza, are you guys planning on getting in any boxes? Because
We
Oh,
here
hey,
I
sweetheart.
was.
plan it. Damn it.
Here I was in my own house, in my own bed after a week-long trip. Okay.
Oh, listen.
I went and saw family, Darlene. I needed that sleep.
Good
But
Listen,
morning,
I'm just
Sprinkles.
Lemon
mad.
Lucy, you are not the
I'm
only
mad for
one.
Hey,
everyone.
Sprinkles. Hey, Sheeny.
you and
Um,
Pizza are now getting at like, hey, are we getting into boxes tonight? Or am I good to go to bed at 7:30 like I wanted to?
Ooh, I have surgery. It's like 12:50. I have to get ready. I don't want to go.
Yeah, I've been out, like, honestly, I have been missing a whole lot of shit because, honestly, I haven't even been in the Discord much, honestly, because I've been hanging out with the boys during their break or whatever, so, like, I've
You're
been
being a mom.
being a mom!
No
No,
way.
Give her a
Not,
cookie.
not on
Cookies in the
live!
chat. Cookies in the
Not even in
chat.
calls, and going to work, and sleeping. Wow.
Cookies in the chat for Mira for doing
Yes,
basic
cookies in the
adult
chat.
things.
We're doing the stuff that
Cookies
you're
in the gift
supposed to
box. Let's
do.
go. No.
there are no cookies. I had to send you a cake.
Since everyone else is doing it, cookies in the box. Cookies in the gift box. Let's go. Gift gallery. Light it up. No. I'm crying.
I have missed
that
you saying
dumpling.
that. I have missed you saying that. I have missed you saying that you need your AirPods, so you need a Galaxy.
No, I already got my AirPods.
So
Now,
now, what's your new grift?
my new grift. Now my car's broke, so I need some money to fix it. How about that?
Okay, Karen.
Okay, Karen. Ew. Ew.
I mean, that's the one that did the whole fucking scam for her car. So,
Okay, Karen.
damn.
Ew. Not the cake slice from Shirley. Gee. Oh, not the donut. Thank you. It's a joke, y'all. You don't have. Listen, it's a joke. You don't have to do it. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Calm down.
I was a big girl over Christmas break and got my tooth pulled because it needed to be because it was killing me in pain. Imagine that, Gabby. I know you're not
Oh,
in here, but
what do you know?
Well,
What do
it's
you
probably
know?
watching. Let's be honest.
she really is. It was a hard 3 days, I can tell you that, of not using a straw and not being able to,
All
other
right.
You went on
activities.
Christmas Eve to the
We.
dentist that
I
supposedly
did.
wasn't open.
I did go on Christmas Eve.
Yep.
I squeezed in that morning an appointment because I was in that much fucking pain.
Went to occur that shit. Okay. All right. I'm gonna play it, and Darlene's about to pop in the box in a second.
From online, they don't have like
Tell me if you can hear it good.
common sense.
Yeah. Who are you playing it off of?
That most
This
of
is
us
Rainbow Bright.
It's a 2-part, just
Yeah,
so you know.
I'm on
Okay.
the first part at the
All
end, right
right.
before you jump in the
Mm-hmm.
box. I got you, girl. I figured it out.
have. Like, okay, well, my son has a rash. Let me take him to the doctor and not send it out to strangers on the fucking
See, here you are.
internet. Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
Pop
that
in.
knowledge of common sense doesn't seem to be there. And I
And
even
let
know
me
today
preface, because
questioning,
she
like,
did
okay, how
not
many times
put the whole thing. I only hopped up there because the one that's talking, that Mama Duke's Susan,
Yep.
something got brought up, I think, in the chat about, I don't remember if it was about Meg, Zenny, how it all got brought up. But what got brought up was the video that Tiffany, Zenny, and I did. The one, like, is she over there? Like, we were basically
Yeah.
mocking what everyone says that we fucking do since we're local. We made a very funny satire video to that. And she was trying to say that there was ill intentions behind that because Betty White was like that. She's like, I don't care what you say about that video. It was fucking hilarious. And then that Mama Dukes was saying like that something was very sinister behind it. And I was like, okay, for starters, we needed to have a conversation because it's not true. Nobody put us up to that video. Yes, Zenny is the one that came up with the idea, but it was all based on what people say we do. That was it. So that was the whole reason why I got up there. I wasn't planning on fucking divulging into everything. And for the record, I'm sorry I could not see the comments when I got up in the box. For some reason, my phone does this. Sometimes if I'm in the middle of typing a conversation and they accept my box request, my fucking keyboard stays up there and I can't get rid of it unless I completely close out. And it
Oh
took
my
me
god, it
forever to
does that
get
shit to me too, and it's so fucking annoying.
it pisses me off. And it took me forever to get Brownie to fucking let me up there to begin with. So I was like, fuck it, I'm not dropping out and trying to get back in. So I couldn't see the comments. Okay, that's all.
Okay, here you go.
Do you have to be burnt by strangers to learn these people are not your friends? But that is me because I was raised a totally different way than she was. So I have to take into consideration that, okay, I have this common sense. I went to school normally. I'm educated totally different. I have a totally different support system than what she has. You know, I've raised my children differently. I have a daughter.
Yes, we're specifically listening to when Darlene is in the box. That's where I've gone to. That's the part that we're watching right now. We can watch other parts right now, but that's the part that I wanted to see first.
That's around her age. So when I look at her, I can't look at her in the same eyes that I would look at my daughter and say, okay, my daughter would know better. I have to take in the full
That's Mama
picture
Duke speaking, by the way.
and say to myself,
If you didn't
she
know.
doesn't have all the tools that my daughter, and like, she's learning, and her brain has to be reprogrammed into knowing this is not okay to do.
You're giving
this
her
is
an
not
out.
normal behavior.
Nope, I'm not going with that one. Because if you touch a hot stove once, you're not going to touch it again. That's your protective thing in your head that says don't do it again. Everybody has that.
Always. Sorry.
Can I have just a quick couple minutes
There's
just
our
to say my
girl.
piece? I'm not here to fight. Look, I didn't even want to take a box, but the fact that my name was brought up, I was just in here listening because at this point, I'm fucking over this shit. Legitimately, I'm fucking over it. I have not gone live in a very long time.
Who is that? That's Darlene.
Me, Darlene, the one that you brought my name up.
Yep.
So this whole thing about being local and the video that you brought up, that video was Zenny's idea. It was brought up in the fact that
Who?
before the whole pink thing was brought up and exposed, or however you want to say it, just for being local. And yes, I did physically go over to Gabby's house on her road the night that I thought that, that we all thought collectively that she was ODing, and that Chloe was in the home. Looking back, should I have gone over there? Probably not. But I can't change that I went over there. That is the only time.
Question? How did you know where she lived?
Because it has been doxed multiple times on this app. Gabby herself has doxed her home and where it's at. I didn't know her exact address.
And let's not forget that the person's box they're in, remember when she showed the envelope? Don't forget that.
But I knew damn well where and close by because of the main road that she lives off of.
Also,
that she
this
has
Mama Duke sounds
multiple
like she
times
really
in
has
videos
no
and
idea what
online.
the hell she's talking
If you
about.
live in this area,
Darlene
and I'm not going to
started
stick up
talking,
for
and I was like,
Meg or
who's that
anything
talking?
like
It's
that.
Darlene.
But
What
I
do you
will give
mean?
Meg this because Meg has lived here a long time, just like myself. When you live in an area, you know your area. I know where things are. People can say that, where a landmark is, and I can tell them what's around it, just like I'm sure you can in your area. That doesn't mean that we are bad fucking people for living in Cape Coral. It does not mean because we know the thing, when she shows a business that she's at that we
Good
don't know
morning.
where that's at because we frequent that place or we've been there a few times. We've driven past it. That doesn't mean that we're stalkers. That doesn't mean that we're following Gabby around everywhere because she puts this shit out on the internet and we just so happen to know, I know where that area is. That doesn't mean I'm a fucking stalker. I live here. I work here. My kids go to school here.
I think it can just feel intimidating for one person when a whole community has come out against you. And then some of those people live in the same area. That can feel awfully intimidating. And
but she puts this out on the internet. You don't know me from Adam. You don't know what my kids look like. You don't know what my.
Well, not only that, but a lot of people have locations like on their TikTok or whatever. And so like a lot of times if you're scrolling, especially if it's like your actual like personal page and stuff, whatever, you see local things to you, local people in your area, in your state or whatever. I know I have.
Oh, good
And this
morning,
is why I was getting
Empress.
frustrated up there
Because
too,
so
because it's
like
not them
to me,
understanding.
it wouldn't be weird to like, because like I live in Florida, okay? So I get things or hashtag of Florida all the time. I see Florida this, Florida like blah 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 whatever. And there have been people like what's the one guy? Chef Carl, the top 4 ways
Oh
guy.
my
Yeah,
god.
he was at
That's
a
the worst.
Wawa in my area. I seen him with my own 2 eyeballs at the Wawa, dude.
Well, like
I
it's
couldn't
funny.
stand him.
Because we've
Like,
been talking about Stranger Things, and like
yes,
I finally
dude.
watched everything. Millie Bobby Brown has been in Naples, literally not even that fucking far from me, and she was at the movie theater on Christmas Eve, and I'm fucking pissed. I told my husband, I'm like, look what you did to me. I could have met her, damn it.
No,
Like
it was
I
not recent. Oh, I'm sorry. Keep going. Keep going.
Oh my
no,
god,
that's what I
thoughts
was
on
gonna
it.
say.
It was not recently. It was
Thoughts
like,
on the finale.
it was probably like, I want to say maybe early last year or something. I don't know. I remember it was one time he lost his car. And like, I didn't really know that much about him. And I'd only seen a couple people streaming him. And I didn't really pay that much of attention to him at the time because I was following other stuff. And, I just remember I walked into the gas station just minding my business, like getting my shit or whatever, and I had to throw some trash away. And I noticed some guy with a suitcase, he had his phone in his hand. And then I was like fucking scrolling TikTok when I got home, and his live literally popped up on my fucking phone, and I was like, "Oh my god, I just saw that guy at the fucking gas station. What the hell?" It was crazy. So yeah, anyways, speaking of that, top 4 ways in the bio. I need help renting a car
Yeah, with
so I
you.
can wait, what was his thing? Hold on. He needed money to rent the car so he could work. But apparently he couldn't use the money that he made from his job to rent the car. Or whatever the fuck his weird ass thing was. I don't know. No, Elijah. Okay. I didn't know who he was. When I first seen him at the Wawa, I just noticed him when I was throwing something away. Like sometimes, like sometimes you notice people doing something or whatever. He was literally sitting there with his phone in his face and he was talking, and I just thought he was on FaceTime or whatever. But I noticed that he was like sitting there with like a suitcase and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just noticed it while I was throwing the trash away. I turned around and seen him, noticed it. And then later when I got home, I was scrolling TikTok and he came up on my FYP. And I was like, oh my god, that's the dude I just saw at the fucking gas station. I was like, that's crazy. Jordan Paul. Jordan Paul allegedly has a job but can't pay $50 to stay in the fucking hotel room, whatever it is. Anyways.
My vehicle, well, I can't say that. You do know what my vehicle looks like because I post TikToks about it. But you get what I'm saying. So people know my vehicle because I post about it. I don't post about my children, so you don't know my fucking children. I don't go live and show my child running around in a pull-up.
In underwear.
In a pull-up.
I don't know why it's cool.
Egg in front of my child. I don't put that out there. She does. That's the problem. In front of my child. I don't put that out there. She does. That's the problem.
They might have muted that
In front
because
of
I
my
said I
child.
don't
I
have
don't put
sex
that
in
out
front
there.
of my
He
kid and
does.
explain the
Oh.
white stuff. I threw that out there. I'm like, fuck this shit. Like, you people sit here and
Okay,
think
hold
that
on.
Gabby's like this fucking great ass person. She don't do shit to enrage
Some people,
people.
again,
And
deserves, like, I think that people need to try and understand all, it's more complex than just that.
But it's not. But I agree with you. She has been doing this behavior for 4 years now. I haven't been around for 4 years. I've admittedly said I haven't. I've only known of her, and really, I've only spoken out over the past year, but I've known of her since she's moved to Florida. So what, maybe 2 years. But obviously, everything is on the internet, so I can go back, and I've seen clips from when she lived back up north. The fact of the matter is she cannot claim that.
And because Rainbow Bright replays is in here,
every single time
thank you for this replay.
Brought up about Cameron.
Yes, thank you, Rainbow Bright.
Right now, she'll be like, "Well, I'm a first-time mom."
Shout out to you.
At some point, when are you going to grow up, and when are people going to stop babying her? And the fact of the matter that she has been told from the gate when she would do things.
Oh, I didn't even notice she was here.
Appropriate or not.
Shout out to you. Thank you.
For her child, people would tell her, and she would just say, "Okay," and then go.
You want to know something funny? Actually, Rainbow Bright, speaking since you're here, I had a couple people message me, and they were like, "Oh my God, girl, did you know that Rainbow Bright was posting your replays?" And I was like, "Yeah, and?" I was like, "I don't give a shit. And what? If I set it on live, everyone can hear it."
Rainbow Bright Replays is one of my top faves.
Yeah, I was like, I don't give a shit. Good morning.
Oh God, that hurt.
Please run it back and tell me what I said. Hey, Sassy Pants. You know what I mean? Go ahead. I just thought it was funny. I was like, good looking out, but
Hey, Sassy Pants.
Go ahead and do something else on top of that. That's the problem. It would have been fine if back when Cameron was just a 1-year-old and she was a first-time mom. Cool, we all been there. If you've got children, you've been there. But you don't be told that something is not appropriate and then go and do something else that's not appropriate and keep piling it on and just say, well, it's because I'm a first-time mom.
I think she's also the type of person that if you come at her sideways, she stops listening.
Okay, but the thing is so many people. Hold on, let me scroll up. It isn't out of malice. It is just a different perspective. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't care. Oh, thank you for being part of the fan club. Yeah, I don't care. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't give a shit. I know nobody's doing it to be mean or whatever people think. I don't know. The thing is though is so many people have tried to nicely help her. She's had friends, people that were her friends, right, at the time, that tried to help her and try to be nice to her and help her do things, and she just doesn't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I can understand where, okay, yeah, if someone's coming at you sideways, you're probably going to say fuck them or whatever. But so many people have come at her not sideways, have come at her like caringly as a friend and like as a thank you for the heart me and you know this and that, and she just still doesn't fucking do anything, doesn't change. And the sad part about it is she doesn't change for her child. That's the saddest part.
Like, people have tried to have actual conversations, adult conversations like you and I are having right now.
I guess I should shut up and listen.
Calling her mean names, not, down.
I was just waiting. I was like, I say all that, but don't mirror because we're all on the same page.
Doing X, Y, and Z instead of what you did, and here's why. And they're haters. They're haters.
No, but that isn't always the way that happens, because that's exactly what we did with her. We had direct conversations with her, and I agree it's frustrating. But
she hasn't changed.
And that's what happens. People get annoyed with her because she doesn't listen and she does what she wants. And that's why her friends drop her or leave. Because she just gets so aggravating to the point where it's like nothing's gonna get through your thick ass fucking skull. Clearly.
And whatever the fuck, Crash Out Sean, whatever, up there saying, no, that's not true. Because we've had conversations. Bitch, you just came into this whole fucking drama twins lore. There are people, and I know there's people that are watching in here and not even probably saying anything, that have been around for 4 fucking years. And 4 years ago, they tried to have a conversation with this bitch and be like, hey, you're not, no, this is not something you should be doing. Nope, that's not, no. And she still does the things, and she has amplified the things that she now does. So no, you're not some saving fucking grace, Sean. It's not, you don't hold magic powers to be like, well, we tried this, we talked to her, and no, she hasn't done anything different. Tell me one fucking
The only
thing
thing
that
different
this
she's
bitch has done different.
is she hasn't shown him on live, made videos, but not on live. Okay. But that's what we wanted. I don't understand why she thinks that she's like, oh, the haters are mad because I took him off. We wanted you to get him off live. We wanted you to stop showing him in his underwear and stop showing him in his fucking pull-ups and all that shit on live stream for weird people, actual creeps to fucking watch and see. Thank you for the follow. Sorry. I'm trying to scroll back in the... Sorry, y'all. I've got to catch up on the comments. It hasn't been a full 3 years yet. By the way, most emojis found her March 2023. Yeah, that's what I always thought too. Was 2020.
I just
It was
responded.
early 2023. That's why when she always said 4 years, I said, "Girl, it's been like 2.5. Like, get over yourself." Come
And
on
that's why I
now.
guess I always say the 4 is because it's just, I don't know, like it just flows, because that's what's been said for like 4 years now. It feels like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's always 4 years, and I don't know
Honestly,
why. It's just, I just say 4 years.
listen,
But
honestly, with as much shit that has happened, it feels like it's been fucking 4 years.
Honestly, it feels longer.
It feels like
That's what
we've
I'm
been here for
saying.
20 years. There's like 85 million years of lore. We could have a history class
Yeah,
on these twins, okay?
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I've only been watching them for like a year and a half, but damn, this shit feels like fucking 10 years.
I'm telling you what,
It all
Damn,
man.
like,
started
I'm
when they were
tired.
home in the
Raging me.
hospital, and their grandma and grandpa put them under their jackets and stole them from the hospital.
Yep.
From those conversations
Put 'em in the
you
pocket.
had with her. So how many
You
conversations
put them in
are
their
you been
pocket,
had
girl, because
that
they're
are civil like this,
16.
that you're like, okay, you're not grasping it. Something is seriously wrong with you and you need help.
But we're
That's
not
the thing.
turning
I don't
on her in a
want.
we're not bullying her though, which a lot of people are. I'm not saying I don't agree with Gabby. I
Calling
don't talk
someone
to
out
her
on their
anymore.
bullshit
I
is
used
not
to, and it was
bullying.
I felt exactly how you did, but I just don't understand how it took such it became so malicious towards her on the part of some people. Again, I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of people.
And I agree with you. There are some people that do say some very vile, nasty things about her. I don't agree with that.
Hurts.
Now, have I body shamed her? Yes, I have. And the reasoning why I have
Yeah, the
is because
underdeveloped
this
lungs.
woman has lied on my name. And you can't say, oh, Gabby hasn't lied on you. Yes, she has. She accused me of driving past her home when I was over 1,000 fucking miles away in the state of Connecticut for my dad's funeral service.
But how come you've taken stuff to Facebook community pages?
What do you mean? What have I taken? Because there was a post made and I commented on it? I live here again. Again, I live here. I do believe.
can you pause it for a second? Yeah, thank
You're
you.
not allowed to comment.
We're probably gonna say the same thing, but let's not forget that Gabby's mod was on there threatening to call CPS and shit. So,
But not even that. Let me remind her that group that she's talking about, any of the groups. Whoa, no, God, no. I look horrible. I fucking hate you, Mir. I fucking hate you. I'm sitting here. I fucking just woke
Wow,
up. Okay.
Mir.
I'm
So mean to
sorry,
me.
I hit the wrong one.
Oh, you liar. Anyways, back to the topic, because I really don't care. Screenshot, make fun of me. I don't care.
Rainbow Bright, you got that?
What was I going to say? Fuck. Oh, that all those Cape Coral groups I joined back in 2015 when I moved to Cape Coral. All of them. So It used to be like there, and trust me, there are some groups that she has not been posted on yet, and I'm shocked that she hasn't, and that people have not infiltrated yet. But that's the thing is, I live here. I'm allowed to be in that fucking group. I didn't make the post in there. Did I comment on it? Yeah, but I live here. I'm fucking allowed to comment on it. I'm allowed to be in that group. I live here. Do you know how many
Agreed.
people fucking join these Cape Coral groups that don't live here just because they want to comment on them fucking posts or snark on those or look at the post, whatever the case. But that's okay. But me
Well,
being there since 2015 is a problem because
yeah.
I guess I'm just, it's a
Okay,
problem.
that's the
How
issue is,
dare
and
you?
that's part of the problem is like it people make it seem like they may not say it directly, but I feel like they kind of imply it or like allude to like they can't, like the people who live there can't live their normal lives. Like people feel like they can't even fucking go to Walmart because it's like, oh my god, if they accidentally see me at the same fucking Walmart because we live by the same fucking Walmart, they're gonna be like, oh, she's following me in Walmart. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do I know when that bitch is gonna be at Walmart? I don't know. I mean, she usually tells you, so I mean, okay, and don't go when she tells you. But if she don't say nothing, how do I know? How do I know I'm not just gonna run into her at a gas station somewhere or something? And then it's gonna be a fucking problem. I would hate to have to like not worry about fucking. I just wear a body cam. I'd be like, bet, try me.
Believe that people should know. This woman accused me of stalking her at work when I was never there. And then insinuated that she spit in my drink. You want to be. Do you not realize, like, the shit that she says about me? What if I did? Let's just say, because I live in Cape Coral,
Delivery.
Florida. What if Gabby got a job working at a restaurant, right? I never knew, right? Never knew that she worked at said restaurant. She never told anybody. But I happened to walk into that establishment because I live in Cape Coral, and she happens to be my server. Am I at fault for that? Because I'm just out here living my life? I'm at fault for that. That's the problem. The bigger thing is you guys are so fixated on what people do to Gabby, but what does she do to others as well?
But she's just one person and you're all one community.
I'm just one person. I am only Darlene. I am not controlled by anybody. I am not responsible for what anybody else on this app does except for myself. I can't speak. I don't follow the leader. I'm not like that. Hell,
There are a lot
Ronnie
that do,
can tell you,
though.
Feisty
You may
and I have
not,
had
but
our
a lot
own.
do.
But I'm not
If you live
responsible
in
for
the
that.
area with her and she sees you going in the most hateful people's lives and you're talking about her, how do you think she's going to react?
Who cares? So it's she's
Kim Kardashian
allowed
on a Happy Meal
to
budget.
to do something to me because I have spoken out on how I don't think that she is a good person.
Also, Gabby has done nothing but tell lies on Darlene. Darlene has spoken opinion or stated facts that we've seen with our own fucking eyes. Like, let's not forget how, she yanked her kid by his fucking arm and swung him around the other day and tried to say that, oh, I was trying to keep him away from the hot stove. First of all, he was nowhere near the fucking stove. First of all. Secondly, your ass is plenty big enough to block the way from that tiny little child. So be still the fuck for real.
Hold on. Did she really? I was changing my septum jewelry and I was putting on some mascara, muted, just listening to my friends chit chat.
She
She
said,
tried to say that she yanked his arm like that to get him away from the stove.
Yes.
Yep.
Honey, we were watching the reflection in the mixing bowl
on the other side of the counter,
on
Aaron
the
was standing in
opposite
front of the
side of the
stove
house.
watching him do it.
They were in the living room. They were in that little hallway between the living room and the bedrooms. Gabby, girl, come on. Come on. Self regulate, Gabby.
Can we just
Self really.
acknowledge?
Yeah.
Can we acknowledge Rainbow Bright's comment though?
What'd she say?
She went
Yes.
comment of the day. She said, hold on one second, I gotta get it.
Hey, Darlene, I got a wish list I need cleared. Feel free to send
No,
it my way.
not that one. Not that one.
Gabby
There's
Oh.
one
sees
even better.
herself as Kim Kardashian on a
Oh, yeah,
Happy
I
Meal
seen that.
budget.
That was my favorite comment. I'm
It's
sorry.
pretty
I
good.
love
My
it.
favorite comment, that is the comment of the day.
Yeah, she was. Thank you, Monique. Thank you. She was not so concerned when he was on there putting tortillas on a hot fucking skillet.
No, she wasn't.
She didn't
Or
give a
when he
shit
was
about
dancing
that.
on the counter and she could fucking see it and
Yep,
play
she
dumb.
didn't give a shit when he was climbing up on the counter and she was too busy. Her music was too loud. She couldn't hear, wasn't paying attention to see that he was climbing up on the counter. Didn't give a shit.
Or
Stop
when
it.
he
Or
was in
she
the
didn't
plastic
care
bag
when
right in front
she.
of her and Anthony in Illinois and she didn't fucking
Stop it.
notice.
She saw it. Let's
Only
be
Yep.
no,
because
wait,
I
wait
have
one
an
second. Wait one
insider.
second. She did see it. She saw it because let's be honest. She grabbed her phone, turned her phone and kept it on her
Mm-hmm.
face so she could keep the reaction when she turned to see him
Yeah.
and take him off of the counter. Okay, it is all a it is all this imaginary like
It's an act. It's all sketch.
TV show
And
in her head.
the thing
Okay?
is kids do things, okay? Some of those earlier things, yes, I'm a new mom, wasn't paying attention, whatever. Kids do shit sometimes. They get into shit, whatever, okay? Shit happens sometimes, all right? The thing is, like we've said, things happen and she doesn't learn from them. She doesn't change the behavior. She doesn't do anything different. She continues to do the same shit over and over and over and over again. And that's where it's an issue. That's where it's a problem. That's where it's a pattern. That's where so many people have tried to help her. Thank you for the heart memes, y'all. That's where so many people have tried to help her and shit, and nothing comes of it. That's why people get so frustrated because she just doesn't care. Yeah, she was
Yeah.
like, she was basically like, God forbid I try to keep him away from a hot stove, or you try to keep your kid away from a hot stove or some shit like that. That's how she said it.
Also, because I know someone over there, the ladies on the panel know who I know that's a G supporter, that's all that matters. They are, when it comes to like him being by the stove with the tortillas, they're like, what's wrong with her teaching her son how to cook? I'm like, she's not teaching him how to cook. She can't even cook herself.
Yeah, she's not teaching him how to cook. She's
No.
blatantly neglecting his
First of
safety.
all, he was doing it by himself. She was facing the complete other way. So
Yep.
she wasn't even paying attention to what he was doing, or paying attention to whether or not he was actually touching it with his hand. It's like she wasn't even paying attention to him at all. Good
How about Danny
morning.
telling everybody
Missy,
good morning?
yes, she did say those words, but she said, God forbid I try to keep him away from the hot stove,
Yeah.
implying that she grabbed and jerked his arm because he was going towards the hot stove to
Yeah,
touch
Which is
him.
a
that's the way
lie.
that she said it. That's what it sounded like to me as well.
Crap. There was something I wanted to say and I
She
forgot.
knows that you've been in close proximity of her home, and then you are going online to the people that have done the most to her, and that
Hey,
you have the
Empress.
capacity to come to her home. She's in fear of you. I didn't go to her home. I went to her road, a public road that she lives on. Do you not realize what fear?
Also, just because many people may have jerked their kid's arm before doesn't mean it's cool or okay. And you also got to be really careful with that shit because it's very easy to pull the kids.
Dislocate your kid's arm.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that's irrelevant. If that's what she said, whatever, it's really irrelevant.
She puts myself in, because I did that one thing, right? That I've openly admitted, saying that I've gone there for what purpose, and the purpose that I went there, and that's the only time that I've ever gone by her place. But she can get on her live and she can say, "Oh, I have Darlene on camera. She was at my house." Or, "Oh, Darlene came to the park today," and then when her and Karen have a falling out, Karen admits, "No, Darlene was never there." She can say I was at the park and I was on live stream at my own home. Do you not realize what fear that puts into me? I don't even have to talk about her and she makes up lies about me.
But didn't you say you went?
Wait. Who's to say she doesn't have a deranged follower
that follows her and really thinks that I am doing all these things and doesn't come after me. I think the only deranged person wanting to follow Gabby would be Pink. Because can I ask you, because I just like to ask all of you, what is your opinion on the message where Pink was trying to have Gabby basically stalked? What is your opinion on that? So let me clear one thing up too, because I know that Zenny has lied about things and has said that, and I have proof of this. I've gone live about it. Me not once in messages, Discord messages, no messages, period, to do anything like what she had messaged Zenny to do. Never. And I will prove that, and I will show messages. I have no problem with that because she's never. Stephanie, the messages have been put out there plenty of times. But I mean, honestly, like, how do you feel about that? So my feeling with this is I'm kind of in the middle. I don't think it's right, but I don't think she was doing it with malicious intent to quote unquote stalk and have somebody like, be a PI on Gabby. I think it was done. I think she went with the intention of it being very just, hey, because there was so many people saying he's in foster care. No, he's home. He's in foster care. Back and forth. And I get it. I understand, Brownie, that child is none of my business as far as when she is not hitting that live button and she's not putting him on the screen. It's none of my business at that point. But I mean, unless I were to see something out in public, then obviously that's a different scenario. But I am not one. I was just talking about this today with somebody else. I am not one that I don't think of Gabby when I turn off this app, or if I stop watching. I don't. She doesn't consume my life like a lot of people think that that's what this quote unquote community is about. Pink is not entitled to shit. You know what I mean? Like nobody is, but I don't think Pink was looking for just herself. I think because, to be fair, Pink, when the streaming was really happening, Pink got the most viewers for her streaming Gabby. She was in the thousands every single time. Yeah, if it wasn't just for her, so that means even more people were wanting to know where Cam was or if he was home. Well, but listen, that was the collective thing. And when you put, and it's an unfortunate thing. I don't think it's right or wrong. Like I'm in the middle. Like I said, it's not anyone's business to know everything.
Okay. The way I look at it is from my perspective, right? Because I hear a lot of people saying that they were trying to imply that she's stalking a child. Okay. What I believe, my impression was, it was more so to see if she was actually leaving when she said she was going to, rather than is she just getting in her car, going back in her house. Do I understand? You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my impression. To me, it wasn't about him so much as debunking her lies and seeing if she was telling the truth or not. That's my impression.
Well, that, and also to stop the back and forth, because so many people on both sides, even just together on this side, were going back and forth of like, no, he's in foster care. There's no way he's there. Those the times that we hear his voice, those are all recordings. And Pink was just like, all right. Cause I just feel, and I'm not trying to speak for her, but just in my opinion, she was getting tired of the fact of coming on live and every 2 seconds in her freaking comments was, is Cam in foster care? Is Cam really there? Like, Pink was supposed to know these kind of things. And Pink was kind of like, all right, you know what? If people we're trying to figure out if he's safe, whatever the case, I'm not asking Zenny to go and follow this kid or anyone at this matter to go follow this kid and take pictures of him like he's a fucking, a celebrity or anything like that. It was a simple of, is there any way to show, is she really leaving the house to take him to school or to go pick him up from school? And if she's not, then bam, we've caught her in a lie. And now we can question her on this of like, quit your fucking lying to people. Like, we get that you CPS or DCFS is in your life. Let's just cut the bullshit out now, because now this is not, and it's always been about Cameron, but now even more, cut the bullshit.
Good morning. Not only that, but I remember, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember vividly Pink saying specifically that it's not as much about the, like, because people were handling the stuff with Cameron and all the CPS, like, people were doing all that stuff. Her biggest, oh, sorry, remember, I remember her saying specifically, like, she's watching this and, like, paying attention to it to see, like, the psychological part of her lies and catching her in the lies and seeing how far she'll take her lies. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that was her trying to catch her in a lie. It was not specifically to see him. It was to see, is she actually leaving? Is she telling the truth? Like, because people are like, oh, she's probably going to get in her car and turning it off and, like, shutting off the live and just going back in the house. It's like, if she was doing that, we'd be like, oh, okay, so you're lying. So why were you lying about this? You know what I'm saying? Like,
And let's
I
also,
get
hasn't
where
it? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I get where someone can feel like, you know, whatever, because someone's around, but it was not the ill intention that people are trying to make it out to be. I think people are taking it a little too far, trying to say that she was trying to stalk a child, because that's not even anywhere close to what was said. He wasn't even, like, mentioned. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and
But didn't it
then,
also come out
but
about the
then,
Great
like,
Wolf Lodge
Zenny,
too?
basically, it seems like Zenny got, like, a pass.
Because
And,
Zenny
like,
is
Didn't it come out about
110% getting a pass, and people are
yeah?
still over there hanging out with her. She is 110% still getting a pass. She
And
is
let's
still posting videos of, hey,
yes.
I'm driving by your house right now. She just posted one the other day. So, yeah,
And
yeah.
she's
also
definitely getting a pass.
but also wasn't it like figured out who actually took that video at Great Wolf Lodge?
Yeah, it
And
was. Yeah, it wasn't. I don't remember. It was like Magon or something like that, I
but
guess.
what's funny about all of that
I don't
is
know.
so this person, I don't know if they still sit, but from my understanding, because I've seen like screenshots of messages with that person's name, that they've been in the community. Why is Brownie, especially since Brownie, quote unquote, has, you know, been around for so long, why is she not speaking on that person who actively did stalk a child and took a video with said child and posted it on the fucking internet? That's okay. That gets a pass. We've forgotten about that. We've forgotten about what was Great Wolf. Great Wolf Lodge wasn't a year ago, but it was what, a
Oh
good
my
eight,
god,
nine
thank you for the
months.
galaxy, girl!
Go get your coffee now.
Perfect.
But that video got a pass. That whole quote
Well,
unquote
and,
real life stalking got a fucking pass.
well,
Meg driving by and doing all the fucking things in that Discord gets a fucking pass.
and
Thank
Zenny,
you.
like,
Now I can get a
recording
coffee.
her walking down the street. Like, that was okay.
Yes.
But it wasn't okay that Pink wanted to see if she was actually leaving or not.
And let me
Like,
also preface this too, because people like to bring up me when I went over there that night and I was in Feisty's box. And I turned the camera on when I was in the box. Let me
we love you,
remind you that
girl.
all you could see from when I turned my camera on was the blue and red flashing lights from the ambulance, or whatever fucking color they are. I think they're blue and red. I don't fucking know. But anywho, you just saw the flashing lights. The reason I did that is I know, I don't know if Drama Twins is still in here and Rainbow Bright, some of the other OGs. How many fucking times has Gabby said that she's called an ambulance or an ambulance has been sent for her and no fucking ambulance was ever sent to her house? And it was proven and it was a lie. I only put my camera on to show that the ambulance was there to say, hey, the ambulance is really there. Just to clear up that. That's all. It's not like I did anything malicious. Hell, Gabby's fucking posted what her house looks like. All of y'all know the exact fucking layout of her damn condo because everybody has fucking put it out there.
Right. And I haven't heard that very many people talking about someone who actually went where she worked
Oh,
on
yeah, that
purpose.
too. Yeah, that too. But then I got the blame 3 days later for going there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And Exactly. She sure did. She showed the envelope. Remember, she said, "Oh, well, this must be the lawyer's office." Like she didn't know damn well.
I think a lot of people forget too that if somebody happens to put on Google, like that they have a at home business or anything like that, like you can almost, if you know somebody's first and last name, you can pretty much find someone's address. Even if you just know their first and last name, you can use other services on the interwebs to find somebody's address. So for them to say, how do you know where she lived? Again, for one, Gabby put that all out there. But second off, it's not hard to do a fucking Google search.
Well, and Gabby, not only that, but Gabby has said because um, I know that Gabby has talked to people and very quickly will be sending people her address or her phone number. Like she just like puts the shit out. She literally doesn't care. Yeah, I mean she's put her own shit out there as well. I'm just saying.
I can't. How much it was longer in this video, Mir?
Huh?
How much is left in this video?
Um well, the rest of the video has 20 more minutes. I don't know if you're in
Because
for the
I
whole
don't know if
thing.
it. I don't remember, but I know at some point is Crash Out Sean still in there?
Yeah.
Because at some point I addressed her and put it into perspective about the whole fucking picture thing, and she didn't have fucking much to say,
Yeah, you're
and
still
I
in
was
the
pretty
box.
fucking proud of myself for that.
I just have to pause and just say what I'm
Because it goes
thinking
off
in
like what
time.
you said, like she gives her fucking information to people so quickly, and it's just like that diaper rash photo. I had said to Crash Out Sean, I said, okay, so we're talking tonight, let's say we talk tomorrow, let's say we just talk for about a month, right, on and off kind of thing, and then all of a sudden I'm like, hey, since you're a mom, can you tell me if this looks normal, and I send you a full fucking front noodle of my damn child, is that okay? And she just kind of sat there, and I'm like, yeah, you can't say that it's okay. And you can't say that, no, it's not okay, because then that's what Gabby did. That's exactly what fucking Gabby did. You don't know who the fuck these
Yeah.
people are on the internet, and you're sending
Mm-mm.
private photos of your child.
Never be sending it to randos on the internet.
And yes, I said noodle because I'm not going to get Mir or myself taken down.
Like, that's the thing, Sweet Nightmare. She does not, people point this stuff out. People told her nicely. People try to be friends with her. She has made it very clear she just doesn't give a fuck. And that is where the issue lies. It doesn't matter at this point. She's just not.
And because I know there's oh, damn, 755 people in here. So I'm sure some of little
Salty.
Kaylee's fucking minions are in here. And Kaylee, I have never, ever fucking said a damn fucking thing about you. I haven't made a fucking video about you. But your little fucking bitch ass sits over there with your little fuzzy motherfucking microphone and you run your fucking dick liquor all fucking night about people. All fucking night. You are like, people sit here and say, oh, you body shame Gabby and this, that, and the other. What the fuck have you done, Kaylee? What has been done to me on this app? I fucking speak out and people make clips and talk about my fucking teeth. But see, now I know they're in here. I know you're in
Oh,
here. Keep reporting me.
Darlene.
Keep reporting me. I have another fucking account I'll come on. I
You
really
gotta
don't
quit running
care.
that wiener cleaner, Darlene.
I don't care. I'll run it because they can. It's funny that they sit here and they tag for harassment and bullying. They don't like it when people call them out for their shit ass fucking behavior, but they're allowed to do it. It's okay, right, TikTok, for them to get on their platform and sit there day in and day out and lie and say hurtful and nasty and vile things about people, get videos taken down of individuals whose fathers passed away and a harmless fucking video. They get those videos taken fucking down that have nothing to do with anything because out of spite, they're pissed because I used my voice and spoke out against them. That's fucking okay to do. But it's not okay to just, to have a say, to take control and saying you're not going to talk shit about me without me giving it back to you. Okay. It's only one-sided. It's only one-sided with you guys. You don't like it when we talk, but when you guys talk, oh no, don't shut them up. Everything is Bible, what they say.
Oh my goodness. Mm.
Can you jump in front of a fist and call it bullying?
But anyways, Miss fucking skunk, keep running your fucking mouth over there. At least my husband doesn't fucking leave me.
What's going on? Oh my gosh. Hold on. I'm trying to watch the comments and listen at the same time. Queen Star. What'd Queen Star say? I didn't see it. I didn't see it. It went by.
Single thing about Gabby's life 24/7. But the flip side of that is Gabby did for the longest time put her life on a silver platter 24/7 on TikTok. So you can kind of see both sides. It's like a bad train wreck. Once you start, you keep watching it kind of thing. Even though you're kind of like, people are, being unalive. I probably shouldn't watch this, but you watch anyways. Okay. Curiosity, and you get sucked in. There's not one person that can't say that they don't like a good drama show. Whether, whatever your job is.
Yeah, but I like reality shows, but I'm not going to drive to those people's homes or try and find out when they're home or not home. And if there are people that do that, then that's virgin. I mean, that is stalking. I mean, it qualifies as stalking.
But really, and when you think about it, so do you think that celebrities are stalked?
Yes. In their private homes? Absolutely. If people go and sit outside their private homes.
It's not different, though, because in Gabby's mind, she is an internet personality. That is how Gabby views herself, as an internet personality. She lives her life on
validation, and the more that she is streamed.
Okay, for one Queen Star, Pink's not here. So if you got something, so if you want to know what Pink has to say, you can go ask her. I don't speak for her. That ain't got nothing to do with. All I spoke on is my opinion on the matter, and that's it. So if you want to know when she's gonna apologize or any of that shit, you can go talk to her. If you're blocked, then you're blocked. I don't know what to tell you about that, but that ain't got shit to do with me. We're not talking about that.
And the more that she is talked about, the more she will stay live. The more people that
other people's fault, though.
It is.
Okay, that's awesome, Queen Star. That's just not what we're talking about right now. So you're more than welcome to go find the video yourself. But we're watching this right now. So moving on.
Her to do all these heinous, asinine acts, and yet there's 100 people that are streaming her every time she goes live and continuously talking about her. You're part of the problem.
No, because no.
But here's the thing. When she was gone and we started talking about somebody else, she had to come back and do a whole big show to get all the attention back on her. Let's not forget that.
No, because Gabby does certain things to draw in the numbers into her chat. And when she does certain things, and I'm not
you can come back later.
Talking about singing and dancing and doing clam slams and dumb fucking shit like that. I'm talking about when she
I only muted her for 5
about
minutes.
her son being autistic. She rage baits about being quote unquote like real life stalked or all these things, the fake MCs. All those, when she draws the crowd in for people and new people to come in and believe that this girl really had X amount of miscarriages, but yet it's been shown that she fraudulently, whether you want to believe it or not, I mean, it's true. She makes up shit with her health. She is, in my opinion, an addict. She is showing signs of being in an active addiction to the fact that every other week she's got something medically wrong with her and she's seeking out pain relievers. There's a problem there.
Yeah, you can share the live.
And
I don't care.
If she gets new people in there to feed her addictions, because she's also addicted to this app, That's just feeding her cycle. So people streaming her and new people learning about her can hear
Thank
that
you,
she's,
Catherine.
she's a very troubled woman.
But when you're streaming her, and
Thank
there are
you.
people that don't have any clue who Gabby is, what you are doing is taking people that don't know who she is, and they are going to watch her. So you are bringing new people to Gabby. You are continuously keeping the cycle going.
But if Gabby is not on TikTok live, then there's no way to keep the cycle going for new people to come in and
That's
see
not true,
her being
because then
streamed.
you have the people that are.
But the thing is Gabby is drawing in people and making up all this shit and trying to make it seem like all these people are just saying a bunch of bullshit when in reality, that's not the fact. That's why people are trying to like let people know that like these people that are going in here, she's not who she says she was. Or like who she says she is. It's not.
Continuously pulling up the night before's live and restreaming it and talking about it.
Because it's the night before. If Gabby was off for 6 months straight and people were still doing that, then there's a problem. But this woman cannot even go a solid week without hitting that live stream button and enraging people and just causing chaos.
When Gabby was off the app, when she wasn't going live at least, everyone was still streaming.
Not everyone. Was some people still going? Yes. But a lot of us moved on and was talking about some other woman who was on here being a piece of shit to her kids.
And let's not also forget, and I forgot to say this, so I'm going to say it now, even when she was quote unquote off, she wasn't going live, the bitch was still in comments in live streams when people weren't even talking about her to stir them up to fucking talk about her. And I'm not saying she just popped in and she was sitting there listening and people called her out. No. She went in and she was in the fucking comments too.
Yes.
And of course, she knows when she goes in the comments, people are going to say, Gabby, what are you doing here? And put all the attention on her. And then the host and whoever's in her or whoever's in the boxes are going to stop what they're talking about and say, Gabby, why are you in here? I thought you were taking a break. So she never really was off the motherfucking app.
And then when we moved on and we were bringing awareness, right, talking about somebody else, right, Gabby had to come up in the chat. Gabby had to come be a part of it. Because she knows so much and, oh, they do this or that. Do you not, like, it's just astonishing to me how, like, neither one of them could see what they were doing.
Okay, Laura, front of the class.
I was
What's
about to
your
say,
problem?
yeah, you're boring me.
Yeah, what's your problem, Laura? What can we do for you, babe? How can we hurt
What'd
your
she
feelings
say?
today?
And she got jealous and had to come back with a bang.
Damn, I missed Laura's
Laura,
comment. I'm
Laura,
sad.
she's just mad that it's our fault that Gabby acts the way that she does.
If
So,
you want
Laura,
attention,
honey,
hit the box.
yeah, Laura's gonna get muted for now, and if she wants to hop a box and tell us how we're
Not
wrong,
everybody.
Lives.
Not
she's more than
everybody.
welcome
You,
to.
and this is the other problem. I get that there are people, but everybody is not responsible for everyone. You come after
BRB,
like
guys.
feisty, pink villain and say,
Watch the
you
chat,
guys
mods.
doing all this. You're looping everybody into them. You're looping everybody into an awareness
Bye,
community that streams
Laura. As
Gabby
soon as I find
24/7 and
you,
have no
there you
lives and don't
are.
take care of their kids and all these things. You loop
Bye,
all of us in. You loop
Laura.
us all into being scammers and you're just trying to get money
Bye,
and this, that, and the
Laura.
other. I don't even make barely shit on TikTok. I don't want to make anything.
Remember months ago when Mexican homie said he had proof that Cam was not there? Whatever happened to that proof?
See, I can't answer these questions because I'm not the one that said it. That's what I'm saying.
Know what everybody fucking
me
does.
coming up here,
I'm
you're
not
not going to get the answers
responsible
you want,
for what
Brownie,
people
because
say.
I'm not
a follower and I'm not a leader. I'm just a me. I'm just Darlene.
Because she's not actually trying to get info from you,
I don't
Darlene.
know.
She's
Try
trying to
to
make you look
involve
dumb.
myself into all of that because it's not. Would think
She's trying to make you look
we need
stupid,
to
and it's
try
not
to
going to work.
arrange that if Mexican homie was telling the truth and he had this proof. Like, what happened to the fucking proof? And listen, and Brownie, and this is where
Can you pause it? Are you back?
Laura, we said you're getting muted
I'm right
here
here, yeah.
too. We don't play these games, Laura. We said that if you would like to air your grievance, you can catch a box. We're not going to argue with you in the comments. We're watching something right now. If you want to come up in a box, you know we'll be respectful. If you want to come up in a box and tell us what we're doing wrong, you're more than welcome. But what you're not going to do is sit there and talk smack in the chat. You're just not going to do it. So
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
moving on.
we handle things in the box, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's
We
how
have
we do
adult
it.
conversations over here. I know
And
that's
we're
hard
not
to
gonna
believe.
yell, but we're definitely not going to be disrespectful in somebody else's chat.
Ugh, excuse
Now we're gonna continue to listen to the live, and
Mm-hmm.
we're going to be respectful. Does everybody understand that? Because if
No,
I have
Laura. No, other Laura. It's not you. There's a
not
Laura.
nice,
Not nice Laura. There's another Laura. I hate
not
that one. It's like a common name.
not nice, Laura.
I
You know what?
also okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Scoot over. Here's the thing. If I am live and I am playing your live, let's say.
Laura, it's enough now, honey. Just get in a box if you want to talk. We're not going to do this, baby. You're going to get muted every time you come back until you grab a box.
Good
If
Lord.
no one has noticed, my name is Mirror Mirror on the Wall. And it is that name for a reason. And the reason is because if I am sitting here and I am playing a replay of your live, or if I am pointing out things that you have done that I have seen you do, and you don't
Oh, I
like
think we have a Laura request.
the things you've done, well, she
Hold
gonna
on,
wait a
Laura.
second.
Yeah,
If
I
you
was going
don't
to say, hold
like
on, Laura.
the things you're hearing, that means you should look at in your reflection in the mirror, reflect on what you're saying if you don't want to hear it. Is my point. I got distracted in the middle of it, but
You're good, girl. All right, let's see what Laura has to say because she's been very persistent. Her microphone's turned off. Now, Laura. Nothing? All right, Queen. Come back when you feel like talking.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Mm-hmm. Lolo, what's up, girly? Cat's got her tongue. I gotta go in like 5 minutes. But I'll be back.
How rude.
I know, I'm sorry. I don't know, Laura. She just didn't say anything and then she went away. She went, bye-bye. She disappeared.
weird.
Why
Kind
is it
of on the
unfair?
same page in the fact that I am not for I have this information, but I can't tell you about it. Right. Yeah. I'm not about that. Like, just like the phone, whatever. That's not me. I've never stood by that. That's why, like, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, they're probably running on Reddit right now. Oh, you said Gabby was going to be arrested. Well, yeah, that to the situation ish. And the fact that I didn't realize that this woman for 4 years has had the cops called on her for every damn little fucking thing. And I didn't know that Kate Coral probably already had 500 calls in just a month's time. I mean, I did not realize the insanity of some of this shit. That was
Oh, I know. Silly
me
about the
being
gatekeeping
naive.
is
I
something
was
else.
looking at it in the situation as
Yep, let
being
them
a
loofah.
normal situation to
The
where if I
gatekeeping
went to the
is
police about
otherworldly.
somebody threatening to pew me with a gun, they were probably going to do a little bit more than just make a report on it. But because
it's especially crazy than some of the information holding when it's something that can like kind of exonerate somebody, and it's not necessarily that you should. Wow, I'm fucking on my words. It's not necessarily that you may have to share it out to everyone or like to live or whatever, but you can at least share the information with the person who may be getting blamed for something.
Gabrielle Jacobson, and they've already been to her house 5 times that night. Yeah, they're probably not going to do shit about it. Okay. Anyone else? You probably would have at least, had handcuffed, and you might have been taken downtown for fake.
Well, let's talk about the footage that's out there with Gabby, with the police knocking on her door and not answering the door and staying on live, and then lying and saying that Aaron handled it. Why do that?
Dumbass.
It only hurts yourself. Stop doing stupid shit.
I do not disagree with anything anybody says about Gabby. Don't disagree with that at all. What I do disagree with is certain things that people have tried to accomplish, just like the pink and the fucking
Peace,
watching
love, and
her,
happiness. Did
so
you really
she
want
can
a box,
report
or was
back.
that an
Again,
accidental
that's not her
request?
business. She is not entitled to know
Hey,
those
Peachy.
things. Like, I get that Gabby puts all of that shit out there, but it doesn't mean that what other people are trying to do is right. And me disagreeing with things that have been done to Gabby does not mean I support Gabby. And I want to make that very clear.
And do not get me wrong. Thank you for the heart me. I do agree there have been people that have taken things too far and done some crazy shit. Yes, 1,000%. I'm not a part of that. We're not a part of that. We're not all the same people. Thank you for the heart me.
And I think what you're missing is like Gabby lives off validation, whether it's good, whether it's bad. So if she knows that people like Pink or anybody else are streaming and talking about her, she gets off on it. She doesn't care if you're talking negatively about her. She doesn't care. The fact that you're talking about her, that's all she needs. So when people are streaming her and talking about her, that's good for her. She loves it. That's what keeps her going live nonstop.
Well, then we're here for her because she's getting exactly what she wants. So it's
and all I'm going to say really quick, because I'm going to drop down because it's getting late. I know that I think it was you, Mama Duke, Susan, that said about the video and that it seemed kind of, like it was somehow intertwined with the whole Pink thing. It was honestly, if you were on the old Reddit page that was made for the host before they got rid of that one, they used to talk, about all the side characters.
Thank girl.
And I guess I'm a side character now. But they will like to say that, because I did go over there that one time, that I'm stalking Gabby, I'm driving by, and they would talk shit about my Jeep. At some point on there, my user thing was like Pink Jeep or something like that. Like, whatever the case, that video was basically for us to kind of give everybody that just runs their trap on here that we're stalking Gabby, that we're watching her every move, as kind of like a ha-ha, like, here we are doing exactly what you're saying we're doing, even though it's absolutely ridiculous because it's not what we're doing with our daily lives. That's all that video was. That's why I was dancing like a fool to Obsessed in my Jeep down my road, and my neighbors were looking at me like, what the fuck is she doing? It was all for satire. That is truly satire. When people say like the satire videos, that was all truly it was. We didn't mention her name.
Were you ever asked by anyone to go by and see if Cam was there?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I will swear on my children with that. I have never been asked, never been approached by anybody. Okay. And nor would I ever do that. If I was ever asked, I would tell them no. Because at the end of the day, and this is just a PSA, because I get a lot of people are, and I'm one. I will tell you about Cape Coral. You want to know, like, is it true that Cape Coral Hospital is really busy this time of year? Fuck yeah, because all the snowbirds are down here, and and what do snowbirds not have? They don't have a primary physician down here. So what are they going to use if they're sick? They go to the ER. So things like that. I have no problem, like, if there's questions about that, but I am not going to be like, Gabby lives at longitude. Da, da, da. I'm not. No, that's not me. And I'm not going to drive by to see if a car is there or whatever. If I happen to listen, I'm going to pass by her home. It's just a given thing because I live here in places that I have to go. And logistically, I'm not going to take a long route.
I didn't say she supported Gabby.
Road that her road is off of. That's ridiculous that people think that that's how we should be living our life. If I see something like out of the ordinary, maybe I'll kind of look at it and maybe I'll be like, oh yeah, yeah, I did see that. Somebody brings it up about it, like when her live stream and they can see something in the background. Darlene, is there really a pool out there? Yeah, I did see that. I don't think that's harmless because everybody can see that on TikTok, but I'm not going over there saying, oh, she put new curtains up today that nobody knows about and they're purple. That would be to me very stalkerish. But if I just happen to be driving by, just like my husband will ask me, hey, did you see the house down the road? They're putting in a new fence and it's kind of like a cool design or something. It's the same thing.
Say something. Y'all in the comment, you guys keep saying 61, 61.
I can't read the
so
comments,
ignorant to sit there and ever, like, that is so old. And you have to stop and think, like, she's the only one in the world that is 61. And you don't think of the people that don't have a high IQ that are also on this platform that you're mocking and making fun of. Like, come up with something else. That is so tasteless and wrong.
That Stephanie in the comments talking about step on a scale and show me before I speak
can
to
you pause real quick,
You're
Amir?
rude.
Because this comment, I wish that's Stephanie, not our Steph, not our Stephanies. I fucking hate these common names. Stephanie, because I'm going to address this because I couldn't see the fucking comments when I was in the box because I would have addressed your fucking ass like I am right now. How dare you?
She said, not me.
How fucking dare you tell my beautiful friend, Sports Mom, to step on a scale before she addresses you? Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Wait, she said that to fucking Carrie?
Yes, she did. She was in the comments. Like, if you look at the comments, because you can see them.
The comments aren't on here.
I'll have to take screenshots of it. I think actually there were posted over on Discord, the screenshots of this, that she had asked. She kept saying like something, I don't remember what she brought up, but Carrie was asking her, where is the proof of that? That's not true. And then she responded back to Carrie saying, step on a scale before you address me or some shit like that. So that's where I'm going to say, don't you ever fucking say anything about any of my fucking friends to that fucking nature, because that is beyond. Carrie does not never needs to step on a fucking scale. That bitch is gorgeous.
And Carrie's a skinny queen.
She is. She's a tiny little thing. Are you kidding me?
What are you talking about?
So I'm sorry, I had to address that because I didn't see the comments last night, and because, like I said, mine got fucking frozen. So I didn't. Oh, okay. Keep getting pissed at me for speaking up for my friends. I don't give a flying shit. Take this account down. I've got others. I'll come back. I don't care. The fact of the matter, I'm going to say it again, is you don't like when we stick up for our friends.
Hold on. Rita, Mirror is the reason Swifty lost all their income and almost did sewer slide. First of all, I don't have nothing to do with Swifty. I don't really say shit about Swifty. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know if that's a compliment or a dig.
Oh, I don't understand.
But can I just like comment that you can tell that we're both eating breakfast?
Both gingerbreads are eaten.
I'm eating pizza rolls, yeah.
I made waffles.
And why the fuck are we bringing up other people when we weren't even saying a damn word about fucking Swifty?
Right.
And I'm sorry,
really
Rita, but Swifty can get on her platform and run her lips about everybody else. But the minute that anyone says anything about her shitty ass behavior, oh my gosh, no, don't talk about her. No.
Good
Okay,
morning.
Rita. Well, then guess what? Swifty might have to be
Okay, that
like
don't have
all of
nothing to do with
us.
me.
Swifty might have to be like every other person and go get a real fucking job so that way she can afford for her hair to be washed every single week. Not my fucking problem. Not my fucking circus. Nobody's circus but her own.
I think that's something that people let's have a come to autumn moment, because I don't want to take the Lord's name in vain here. Let's have a come to autumn moment. Okay. I think that everyone forgets that you are all human beings with your own free will. And that that you are all in charge of yourselves. And I think that you forget that just because you follow a particular person, or don't follow a particular person, or like a particular person, or don't like a particular person, it's all, you are responsible for what you put on the internet. You are responsible for the words you type. You are responsible for the words you say. You are responsible for your own actions. You don't need
I
to
mean,
be a keyboard warrior for somebody else.
she got caught talking shit. If she goes down for that, then that's what happens. I don't know what to tell you. I don't care about
Exactly.
Swifty. I don't watch Swifty. I don't give a shit about her. I don't care what fucking happens. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't care about her.
It's it. It's
She's literally
over.
irrelevant to me.
Irrelevant to this topic and conversation. So,
Anyway,
do not
And just
follow
a
the
nasty, vile
masses.
person.
Beat to your own
So
drum,
you're
fuckers.
exactly what we're all talking about in here is being a bully. That's just nasty.
You don't need to be, this is what I'm talking about. We are women that are on this app, and there are other people that watch and hear that. There's no reason whatsoever to body shame anyone. I don't care what side you think you are on. You don't have to talk about someone's weight. Like, come on
What
now,
about
grow up.
fucking
Dumb. It's
Kaylee
just
doing
dumb.
it?
Anyways, I'm gonna hop down. Thank you for having a civil adult conversation with me. Again, I've admitted what I've done, and I just took accountability tonight that I probably should have never drove over that night, but it happened. But I'm not actively stalking her. No one has asked me to actively stalk her. I've even said it to Danny, like, your sister keeps blaming me for this shit constantly. Can you please tell her I'm not doing it? And even Danny said that she believed me. I couldn't believe it, and I took screenshots of it. It was actually her account. But I'm just saying, I'm not actively stalking this woman. Do I watch her from time to time in streamers or in Discord calls? Yes, absolutely. It's like I said, it's like a fucking train wreck that's really bad, and you should look away, but you just can't. And that's that. I don't consume my.
again, whatever Swifty did is what Swifty did. It ain't got shit to do with me. Is it weird?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't care about her.
I do think it's weird that you're paying to get your hair washed, but you're not saving that money to get your teeth fixed or saving money, like whatever. Do I think it's weird? Yeah. I
And
don't
can I
give a shit
also
about her
say,
though.
gosh, who
She's not
was
on my
it?
radar. I don't give a shit about her.
Life with her.
I gotta
If
find
I'm
the
just
comment.
around the house cleaning, I'll put my AirPod in and I may listen to somebody streaming her just for entertainment. That is it. So I talk my shit about her. She knows that I do, but the fact of the matter is she needs to stop with that I'm doing X, Y, and Z when I'm not doing X, Y, and Z. If you want to talk shit about me, Gabby, because you don't like my hair color or whatever the case, because I talk shit about your parenting, cool, go fucking for it. I don't care. But quit lying and saying I'm doing shit that is it is actual an offense of stalking that I'm not doing. I'd appreciate that very much so. But anywho, have a wonderful night.
And I'm sorry.
Peace out.
I'm sorry if she has done shit to y'all and caused people, and I see people in the chat saying that
Why are you guys blaming? Pizza's not even fucking in here, Glocka, whatever the fuck your damn name
Wait,
is.
that doesn't
What
even
the
make any sense.
fuck? Like, you guys are just stirring up
Okay,
shit to stir up shit today, and it
for
ain't
all
gonna
the shit that
happen.
happened. Excuse me, I'm about to burp.
We haven't even
Excuse me.
fucking been on TikTok.
That has happened. Right, I haven't even been live in like 2 weeks. Okay, so anything that happened with that or whatever, I don't have nothing to do with Swifty. I don't have nothing to do with her. She is literally irrelevant to me, irrelevant to here. I'm sorry if she, like, the shit that she's done has caused people harm, and I really hate that people are doing that to you, and that's fucked up, and no one should be doing that. And I'm sorry that she was, not sorry for her, whatever, that she was talking shit and running her mouth about people that were supposed to be her friends and, like, doing all the fuck shit she was doing. But I don't have nothing to do with Swifty. I don't really talk about her, so I didn't do nothing to her platform or whatever. Sounds like, to me, from my eyes, what I see, she crashed her own fucking platform. Wonder why I never lost a platform?
This is
Because
like
I
wild behavior.
don't talk shit like that on the back end. The people that are I'm supposed to be cool with or friends or whatever the fuck, or I'm not
Thank you,
butthurt because someone
Mirror.
didn't try to
Thank
raise some
you.
money for me or whatever. I
And
don't
that's
do
what I
weird
don't
shit.
get out
That's
of the whole
why.
situation. Like, we've talked about it. Like, when this all came out, like, we have been saying, like, in our little group, that yes, I'm friends with Mirror and Autumn, and I'm just using them right now because they're in the boxes. If today Mirror's like, fuck you, Darlene, I don't like you anymore, and we're not friends anymore. We're not cool. I'm not gonna go on fucking TikTok or anywhere and start sharing messages or screenshots
No.
between Mirror and I. That's no. No, I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna walk away, and I'm gonna be really fucking sad because I love the shit out of Mirror, but I'm going to cry and cry and cry my eyes out. But I'm not going to turn around and just start internet bullshit
I would
for
never.
gifts and likes and views. When the fuck have we lost any dignity to like hold shit to our chest that does not need to be brought out onto the internet for views, gifts, and likes?
When did things stop being sacred? Like
Yeah.
I've had friends that were in my life for 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 just a chapter, and then I've had friends that have been in my life for the whole ride. I am not going, and don't get me wrong, the friends that were in my life for just a chapter, whether they were internet friends or real life friends, they had an impact on my life. Whether it was my doing, or whether we grew apart or like I walked away or they walked away. I would never in a million years bash anybody or talk bad about them or put out our private conversations to try to make them look bad, to make me look like a victim or make them, no, that's not how that works, because guess what? Then that's not friendship. Because
Yeah.
even though we may not talk to each other anymore and we may not have that relationship, I still valued the time that we had.
Yeah. And literally, like I seen in the comments, just it's as simple as this. Just don't be a two-faced bitch. Period.
Exactly.
And then
Because guess what? I
and
still
then
fucking
you
love
wouldn't
them.
have to worry about if people released shit because it wouldn't matter. Because the only people that I've talked shit about are people I genuinely don't like, and I've said it on live, people that I do not fucking like. And I will gladly say whatever I've said out loud. Like, if that makes sense.
Yeah, anybody who does that shit, I don't want to be a part of your life. So if you're gonna do shit like that, please don't be my friend. Please don't try to be my friend. Listen, do people talk about me on this app? Absolutely. Have people made videos of me? Absolutely. And you want to know what? It is what it is. But they're not my friends then.
Sorry, my husband called middle rant and I was mad at him. I
Oh,
told him, I was like, how dare you?
How dare
those
you?
men are always
Yes.
disturbing our time.
Like, damn it, man. Like, I give Mirror so much shit anytime we're in Discord and we're doing something. She'll be like, hold on, my man, my fiance is
My
calling me.
fiance is calling
And I'm like,
me.
fuck, man. And now my husband did it to me.
Hey,
Wait.
Heather.
Jerks. I'm just kidding.
Seems like some friendships were transactional when we are rocking, we are
Yes.
when we aren't not. Ooh, we're not you bashing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see one right here at 12:16 a.m. Is that what you're talking about, Carrie?
Yeah, but it was really boring. I'll just say I tried to go to sleep, but I was just amped up and I ended up watching it, and it's actually just really boring. But yeah, she was very pissy and she rage quit.
Well, I have to be honest with you. I can't. I she can't be happy. I don't understand how could she be happy? She doesn't allow happiness into her life, and that has got to be so sad. Because she's trying to keep herself so relevant, and the only way she knows how to do that is be in a victim mentality. And that has got to be so draining.
And I'm just going to clear it up. She may or may not be live during the day because Cameron will be there just because school is not in session today. I don't know why our school district decided that after 2 weeks of us having our children and them being absolute, just kids, that we would like a break back, get them back to school. But they had to have a teacher's professional day today. So there's no school
Oh,
in Lee County today. My
that's
child
crazy.
is currently home right now and made a McDonald's run and pissed me off. I'm ready. I'm done with the fast food ordering with my teenager. They can go back to school, please. Thank you.
I love
Yours don't
it
go
when
back till Wednesday.
I
I
just
love
saw that.
it. I love it when y'all screenshot when I'm looking down at my iPad because I look all crazy.
It looks like you don't
If
have any
I'm looking like
lips.
this, it's because I'm looking down at my iPad.
I love it.
Yeah, mine went back today too. Listen,
My kids went
my
back today.
my
Oh
kids
God.
went back to school and my man went back to work because he was off for the holiday and for the weekend. And so, yeah, I've been able to
My
have
husband
peace
went
and
back too.
quiet in my house.
Well,
My husband
listen,
went
my
back.
mother-in-law is a teacher, and they went back to school on Friday.
Damn.
Yeah,
A
like,
Friday? What the
yeah,
fuck? Like,
yeah, they went
that's
back to
so
school on
pointless.
Friday. I was
Yeah,
Hi,
that's so
like,
dumb.
husbands.
That's dumb.
Hey, Carrie.
yeah.
Okay, so
Ow.
last night, Darlene, when you were in the box, Sean was saying over and over that you or us, we are the reason that Gabby continues to stay alive. Somebody in the comments
Mm-hmm.
even said, you are the reason Gabby continues to abuse her children or her child and will continue to abuse him more because of you guys. I'm sorry, but if you are so
I did see
swayed,
those comments.
yeah, if you're so swayed by the internet that people watching you causes you to abuse your child, perhaps you shouldn't have a child because that's
Thank you,
a
Sarah.
problem. Like Mir said, everyone has their, or no, Autumn said it. Everyone has their own free will. It is nobody's fault but Gabby's that she is live. I don't care if it encourages her that people watch her. That's her fault that she's not getting help to fix that problem. That is nobody else's fault.
And I have to be honest with you, that is a terrifying thought that she might feel that her only ability to
Holy moly.
stay relevant on this, like that person commented that, and that their thought process is that Gabby's only ability to stay relevant is to um uh I don't want to say the word
Oh, I said,
ABUSD
yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, I said it. I
um
shouldn't have.
her
Yeah,
child.
you're okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like that,
Right.
like that's people's thought process.
Yeah, that's crazy to
Like,
me.
I did see that, Sports Mom. I went and again, shout out to Rainbow Brights because I know that Brownie took herself off the rewatch apps. I'm like, oh shit, no one might have been recording, and I was kind of sad. But anywho, they are the MVP for having that live last
I
night.
love Rainbow Bright.
At least the part that I was in, most of it. But anywho, um, I did go back because, like I said, my screen got messed up and I couldn't see the comments. And I went back through and I was trying to pause it and read the comments because, of course, the comments were flying. But there were so many people in there. There was at least one person in particular, and I don't remember the name offhand. It's probably a troll account, but they said, "Oh, good job, Darlene. Now Gabby's going to go beat her child because of you." And I'm
Yes.
thinking to myself, I'm like, the fuck?
Yes.
I'm like, I am not responsible for somebody. And if that's your reaction to what is being said on the internet, do you not see that she is a problem?
Right.
Because
That's
all those times that people say shit about me, I don't take it out on my family. I don't take it out on my kids. Are you
right.
kidding me?
I
Are
think,
you kidding me right now?
and I think that's how the people, well, first of all, thank you. Whoever sent the galaxy, I couldn't see you send it, but thank you so much with my whole heart.
It was
It was
Catherine.
Anne. Yep.
And
Yeah, it
oh
was
my gosh,
Anna.
you're amazing. Anyways, I just want to say that it the people that are close to her make those excuses, and that is devastatingly dangerous to her to allow her to think she can use that as an excuse. It's
Yeah, it's
wild.
astonishing, really.
And these are grown women saying that that's like saying, well, it's your fault she's still on. No, you need to, if that's the case, then you need to say to your friend, listen, if these people are pushing you to stay on, something's wrong and you need help. Like, if that was the case for Darlene, I would nicely talk to her. When Darlene is needed to take a break, it's Darlene, are you okay? Do you need to step back? Like, I'm not going to let her be torn down by the internet because I'm a real friend. I'm not going to let her there's times where I say, don't, your name is out of the spotlight. Do not go live. I've said that to her before
She has.
because,
And Autumn too, like because last night when they were, I've said it. Like we were
Mhm.
in Discord, we were just watching some random ass shit, and then Brownie's live came on, and we're like, oh fuck it, we'll just get some nighttime entertainment. And we're watching it, and I was like, man, the shit that they were saying, I was like, I just really want to get in there and comment about it. And Autumn's like, don't you dare, don't you, you're grounded. Like she was total mothering me, and I needed it at that moment. But and I said it over and over, and I'll say it again. I was not going to take a box until they decided to bring my name up again. And a lot of people, and Sassy, I don't know if Sassy's in here. She was last night. I scrolled into her live just to say thank you because I know the same that I did with Empress and Aaron because they were streaming and Brownie and Carrie told me that everyone, because Carrie's, she's my big sister. She watches out to what people are saying. Um, and she told me that everyone in there was just very supportive. So I wanted to just pop in and be like, hey, thank you. Like not that I need validation, like, but it's nice when you get it because it is scary to come on here and just, speak with your whole chest kind of thing. But anyways, shit, what was I gonna say? Oh, I Sassy had even said like
Thank you for the heart
I
me.
needed that. I needed because there's been so much that's been being said about me, lies that have been being made up, and I've just sat back and yeah, if you're in Discord, my feelings and what I've said and there's that one account that decided to, mock my mental health, which give them a cookie for that. That's great work. But I had no intentions of going there because I didn't want to be back in any type of spotlight, good, bad, ugly, whatever, indifferent. I just wanted to, once they brought my name up, I'm like, you know what? I've had enough. I've absolutely had enough. I'm going to get up there and say, yeah, I did go over there. I know everyone likes to drag that up, even though that happened in May, beginning of May. Let's keep dragging that
Thank you
one
for the heart
fucking thing up.
me. Wait, you said what, Usha? Hold on. Mirror, tell people not to gift because the POS gets a percentage.
Oh. Oh, like when I was in there and people were gifting me, Brownie did get a percentage of that. I did forget that.
I
Oh,
Yeah,
totally didn't even think
okay.
that either. Thank you, Usha. I didn't even think about that. I also think
I forgot about that.
it was mind blowing to me that first of all, they went after Feisty, even though all Feisty did was say, like, she knows what it's like to feel alone. She was not saying that Danny's a good person, none of that. She was just a human having a moment of empathy. And they couldn't wrap their minds around that. And then they went after Pink and completely twisted what Pink said about just wanting to know if Gabby's car
Wait,
was there.
wait. So, hold on. So, their live was saying what had an issue because Feisty said something about like kind of relating to Danny. That's what I'm saying. That's what
so
she said. That's what they were said.
No, so earlier yesterday, I think it was, Feisty just made a comment saying, I don't like Danny. Danny doesn't like me. She was just saying that morning, I don't know if you saw it yet, Mir, but Danny had
No.
spit some facts about Gabby.
Yeah, I've seen some of that. Yeah.
And Feisty was simply just saying, I had a moment of empathy of like when she said, look, all I have is this. And it was just her and the cat because she's like, I've been there. She was not saying we support Gabby. But as soon as Brownie was live, because she can't stop talking about Feisty, the first thing she said was that, oh, so we all support Danny now. And like,
Well, if you
went
saw
off.
her picture too,
What?
her background picture
Wait,
was of a
wait.
turtle.
Okay, but that was her mama wolf.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
The
But
fuck are you talking
Yeah.
about?
but
Mm-hmm.
it's Feisty making the comment, so she now apparently it's not a good thing, and they just couldn't wrap their minds around someone being able to have a moment of empathy and like not saying that you support this person, but you do understand what it's like to feel alone. That's all she was saying. But
Yeah.
apparently their emotional intelligence is not that of a grown up where you can understand that.
Well, and I even said that not that I feel bad, but that I do agree that Gabby and Mimi like pounce on fucking Danny together and they're not very
Mm-hmm.
nice to Danny. I it's true. You can see it. Like I said, Danny couldn't even come on live without Gabby calling Mimi, and then like she was getting threatened to be unhomed and kicked out of the house over Gabby being a dumb bitch on the internet.
Yep.
You
And
know
we
what I'm
Right.
even
And
had
saying?
this conversation yesterday in Discord because we were rewatching Danny's live because,
But she's
you
still a
know,
fucking turd.
yeah,
but
she is. And I even said, I will never forgive or forget what the vile shit that Danny has done. Like the whole, her dancing on a innocent child in the garage to birthday, you know what?
Punching
That's
her
not okay.
cat.
I will never ever forgive or forget that. But I can have a moment of empathy and I will for Danny because especially for when Danny was speaking about their childhood and how their biological mom and dad, she was using their name and saying that, Gabby would say that she hates him, this, that, and the other. I did have a moment because if you really listen to Danny at that fucking point, and if you've been watching them long enough, you can hear it in Danny's voice that was true pain and that was truly coming from the heart, what she was
Yeah,
speaking. Now, what I will say, and I'll say this right to Danny's fucking face, the shit of her saying, what do you guys want me to do for Cam? That's a fucking cop out because
that
bitch, you
shit
can do a
pissed me
lot.
off.
You see
Yeah,
that child first motherfucking hand and the fact that you've sat back for the 5 years of his life and you have not made a phone call to DCFS or CPS and told them, hey, yes, this is my sister. I'm seeing this. My sister has issues. I want my sister to get help and I want my nephew, to be safe and all the things. That's all anyone is asking from you. Nobody is asking for you to take Cameron in and to raise him as your own. We're asking you to
yeah.
use your
We
fucking
know.
voice
We
as his
know.
aunt and a firsthand fucking person to see this shit.
but
Trust
That's
and
then
all.
believe. We know that you are not capable of, nor will we want you to take control of him. That's not what anybody has said. We all know that's not a much better environment for him than what he's at. Hey,
but Mir,
Boots.
but it got worse too, though, because then after they attacked Feisty, they went after Pink, and Pink got in a box and they literally muted her. They would ask her questions and attack her, but not let her speak or answer a question. I felt like my heart hurt for her because that was awful.
Oh, I didn't see that part yet.
Good morning. I
Good
had I
morning.
I I
Morning.
had to jump
Good
in the
morning.
box. Darlene, everything you just said. Oh my God. Oh, you guys can hear me, I hope.
Yeah, we
Mm-hmm.
can.
Yes.
Okay. That fucking I'm mute me if you have to because I get fired up. You guys, this is what
Get fired
Danny
up here,
does.
girl.
I'm gonna
Get it.
Yeah.
and
We
I
get
miss
fired
90.
here.
I get fired up. I get fired up.
Yeah, we get
Um
fired up here. Yeah.
yeah, boots on the ground.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Let's go.
I missed 99% of yesterday. Caught bits and pieces here and there. This is what Danny does. Danny, yes,
Mm-hmm.
I have empathy for Danny at times. Guess what? At one time I had a lot of empathy for Danny. About a year ago, supported Danny like, "Hey, you know what? She seems like she's changing. Danny is funny." Danny has more swag than Gabby. That's the problem. Anywho,
Danny can be likable.
Danny can be likable. I
That
was in there
Danny is
fucking
capable of
throwing.
being
I
likable,
would
and that's
I
the dangerous part.
Yep. You get like, wow, she had a lot in that room that day. A lot of us were throwing like, this is, a beautiful day, blah, blah, blah. Hey, long story short, I'm blocked. Danny does not change. Do not fall for this. Yes, it's no fun being alone. Yes, it's heartbreaking. Even when, like, I hate throwing out Hippie Harley, even Hippie Harley, when I see her sitting alone in her bed, I feel bad for the woman for 2 seconds. And then I realize these assholes bring it on their self.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's all a sympathy grab. And if you think Danny's going to give you one iota, one little
Thank
drop
you,
of
Pink. Hey,
sympathy on
girl.
her sister, she ain't. I caught her
Yeah.
in a few things yesterday. She's giving you just a little bit.
Well,
She
and
is
I said it
never going to give you
earlier.
the full dirt.
I said it earlier too. I was like, listen, I think people have seemed to
Thank you, Pink.
forget, or they've forgotten that like this is what Danny does. Every couple of months or month and a
Yep.
half or whatever it is,
Yep.
she comes on here and
Thank you,
she does this
Pink.
and gives a long speech or a sermon, if you will, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
to Gabby and
A
calling her out on her
sermon.
behavior and shit, and
Yep.
then turns around and does something else. Yeah,
Yes,
I
she's
she
Yep.
said
trying to
that
does.
And
preach
Yep.
to
you're
Gabby.
completely correct. I said that this morning. It sucks when we're put in this position of Danny's speaking fact. Thanks for the gifts, guys. Of Danny speaking facts, but it's not coming from a place of genuine concern. It's
No.
coming from a
No.
yep.
place of Gabby is at her lowest right now, and comparatively, I am doing so much better but
Right.
Well,
comparatively, Danny is doing better.
here's
Yep.
the
Boots.
thing. The little bit I watched yesterday, was it yesterday morning when I was getting right? Somehow I got to watch a little bit of Danny. And all I hear is her asking her chat, who's prettier, Gabby or I?
Oh
Who's
yeah.
Yeah,
thicker,
who
you
Yes.
can
or
sing
I?
better? And I won't get mad.
Boots.
Yeah, I heard that.
I said it this morning before I had to run to my MRI. Danny knows what to say and exactly when to say it to oh, I forget the word, but
Harbor sympathy.
but yeah, to be the better twin. She knows
Yeah.
exactly when to be the better twin and exactly what to say to get people to go, "Oh, she is speaking facts." Well, yeah, cuz she knows what we want to hear. She knows what to say.
Now, I
Like
will
it's
Well, and
say,
That
it's like somebody had said there was and listen, I'm not a huge fan of Reddit all the time, but somebody, and I don't remember who, made a very nice post over on their Reddit page, the Drama Twins Reddit page, about the whole Danny situation. I mean, it's very long, but it's worth the read. And it is very true. Danny is very calculated and she reads the things that are said on Reddit. They both do. We know Gabby does too,
oh
but
yeah.
Danny does. She's in there, she reads, she sees all of our, questions, concerns, what really gets us hyped up. And that's what she tears into. And that's where she tries to be the quote unquote hero. And she says, like, all the things that we want to hear exactly the way that we want to hear it because that's what she does. And you're right. And, it might be a day, it might be today, it might be tomorrow, it might be a week, it might be a month. She's going to make back up with Gabby and it's going to be the full circle right the fuck back
you
over
guys,
again.
here's the thing. There yesterday, here's my number one. She slipped up yesterday. She was on her rant about Gabby, be a better mom, quit worrying about TikTok. Her exact words, and well, not verbatim, but close enough, was, why don't you worry about where your son is?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Danny, worry about where her son is. But I thought her son's at home with her. Then,
Hmm.
a few seconds later, Danny says, well, and she tries to clear herself up. Well, you know, when they took him the first time, and the way she said it, I was like, I don't comment a lot. I'll sit in live
It's
and
my
I just
dog.
take it all. Yeah, she is, God dang.
Miss
I
Daisy
like
No.
snoring.
Mm.
I
Mm-hmm.
like whenever she gets up there and like whenever Gabby's like, "Oh, I did the parenting classes. They were voluntary." No, bitch, they weren't. And Danny,
Yeah,
I believe that. I
yeah.
believe that not because Danny said it. I just think it was funny that Danny threw her
But
under the
see,
bus like that because
Danny
we all know that
uses
they weren't a choice.
Danny comes on here and acting like, she hates Gabby, and that's her sister.
Okay.
She shouldn't be doing this shit. It's so wrong. But anyway, she comes on and she's running her mouth like she's going hard at Gabby, but she's saying stuff we already have heard. Gabby knows is already out there, so it's not giving you anything new. But since it's her sister saying it, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
They're all
that's like
in
the
it
Right.
taps for tea.
together.
Remember when she moved out and she was like, "Oh, taps for tea. If you guys help me get out of here, I'll spill the tea on my sister." Blah blah blah. She didn't spill
Yes.
nothing.
Nothing.
Taps for
Nothing.
tea. Taps for tea.
Taps for tea,
Sicilian,
y'all.
Sicilian C, was it CJ? Did you have something to say? Or did you not mean to be in the box? Okay. Boots,
Taps for tea.
did you see the part um where they had
Thank
Pink up in the
you.
box but wouldn't let her speak?
They had who in the box and wouldn't let her speak?
They had so Brownie had Pink up in the box, but they kept and like Sean would ask her all these stupid questions, but would mute her anytime she tried to speak because
Well,
they
you know why
can.
they did that? I missed. I was sound asleep. You know why they did that? Because a few months ago, Sean's bestie was in Pink's box. Pink wasn't doing it a mod. I think somebody was muting her,
Oh,
and Pink
Oh,
didn't want them doing
Jesus.
it. They were being funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I think that was their payback. Like, let
oh,
me
was
show
it?
you. Your
Well,
mod's muted. Look what we can do. It's so stupid. It's
it
so
It
really is
is,
stupid.
because
but
they.
they should have given her a chance.
Good
I
morning,
mean,
Toxie.
I will say I'm grateful that they at least, for the most part, gave me an opportunity to say what the hell I want to say and didn't interrupt me too much. But I mean, they definitely did try to divert things into like Brownie tried to get me to say something vile and whatever about Pink, and
Sure,
that's just not going to fucking happen.
sure.
Pink knows how I feel. We've had conversations about it. I mean, it's not anything I said yesterday last night is not anything that I would never say to Pink's face.
Right.
Because I have a lot of respect for her, and I've said it multiple times. Pink is one of the streamers that whenever Gabby would start her shit about me and people would be in Pink's comments, and Pink would have thousands of people in there, and they would be like, "Oh my gosh," like they'd be believing it and saying, like, "Oh, Darlene's really going over there." And Pink would be like, "Well, wait. She would always take it
Right.
back, being like, "She does live there. She's allowed to live there.
She
She
sure
Yes.
can
did.
go where she pleases." Pink has been one of the biggest people on this platform to have mine and other local people's back when it
Just like,
comes to,
and I don't,
just living here in Cape Coral.
Mm-hmm.
just like Zinni. I don't know who's having a falling out. I don't know any of that. But like Zinni made a video. Zinni is sitting in her
Mm-hmm.
house, not even outside. Gabby is intentionally, and Gabby is
Well,
intentionally.
here's the thing. Zenny is actually stalking Gabby. So let me stop you right
Okay.
there.
Well, I
Only
think, and again,
because.
Frozen, I respect that. Again, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
Boots
don't
wasn't.
follow it in detail, but when
Yeah,
I'm just telling you from what I'm seeing,
Yeah, no,
she
I know what
got
you mean.
dragged
People,
for sitting in her
yeah.
fucking house. Gabby stops in front of her house. Gabby talks loud. Like, hey, I'm not for going real life, but if that was me, I'd be doing the same fucking thing. And if you said you wouldn't do the same thing, you're
Well,
lying.
I
I
know
will
they.
say Gabby also knows what she's doing because if you
Yes.
notice, whenever she walks Coco, she does not let Coco actually fucking do anything. She always says, "Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on," and
Yeah.
has constantly going and going. So it's really weird that she all of a sudden decided to stop right there in
Mm-hmm.
front of her house. Like she knows where Zenny lives and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
it is very like suspicious that you had to go that way when you know that's where she lives, and you have an opposite way. You can go the complete opposite way and still come around back to your house. So it's not like you are forced to go the way that you're going in front of her house.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
the
saying.
point that's the point I'm making. And I've seen shit Zenny does. I ain't saying nothing because I don't really fucking care. But yeah, there's red flags there too. With everybody. You know what I mean? But to get called out on that, I'm just like, that's so fucking wrong. It's so wrong.
Right. She lives there. Just, I mean, like you're allowed to live your life.
Mhm.
Just like they were yelling at Darlene for commenting on her neighborhood Facebook page. She's allowed to. She
Yeah,
And
like
actually
live
I've been
lives
on
there.
that
there.
page a hell of a lot longer than Gabby's lived here. Like, so what?
Hey, that's
That's
what
my
I
whole
wanted
thing.
to
Like,
say.
what am I supposed to do? Completely remove all of Cape Coral, like from my identity, not follow any groups, nothing.
You were
Well,
following me.
you
I
lived
comment on
there
those groups
first. You
all
know
the
what I would
fucking
say,
time. Like,
Darlene?
people know me in this community. Like, that
I
was the
think she
thing,
I think she moved there to stalk you because you were
right?
there first.
I mean,
And just
in
like
all
I
reality,
vacationed, I
all of us Cape Coral residents, she came here to stalk us. That's the
I think
truth of the
I
matter. We were all here
vacation
first, so
I vacation down there, once twice a year. That area. But am I stalking her when I go the next time?
no.
No. You're what I hypothetically speaking, probably. Would I post it to the ticker talker? Probably not. Probably not. But that's me.
Well, and it's just funny when they said that they wouldn't sit and watch their neighbors. Like, we know you're lying. You would
Oh
Fucking sit and
absolutely
bullshit!
watch my
say
Oh
neighbors.
that.
bullshit! I bullshit. I call bullshit
Everybody
on that
Bullshit.
watches
because
their
everybody
neighbors.
watches their neighbors. You see the cops at your neighbor's house. What are you doing? You're peering out the window, being like, "I wonder why they're over there at Miss Boots' house today. Why are they
Shit,
over there? What's
if
going
the
on?" You know what I'm
cops
saying?
were
Like,
at
come
my neighbor's
on.
house, if the cops were at my neighbor's house more often, they've never, I don't live in that kind of community. But anyway, I'd be on the TikTok list. But shit like that don't happen. It's boring in my neighborhood out in butt fuck Egypt. Now, I don't need the Egyptians coming after me because I didn't say that in that kind of a form.
I didn't even hear what you said. You're good. You cut out,
Butt
so you're
fuck
good.
Egypt. Oh, butt fuck Egypt.
Oh,
I have binoculars. Hey, I ain't lying. So do I. But I have one neighbor, and they're like a half a mile away.
I'm outside walking my goldfish. I'm dead.
Go pork and the pigs. They
Yeah,
were
yeah. I was just about
outside
to
on
say
the
that,
night.
Sarah. Boots got pork and pigs.
Those pigs. Oh my God. It's so funny. We're
That
driving
video is
home, and I'm
great.
like, well, they were out again, but only three of them. And we were coming home, and I said, wait a minute, back up. We got to get a video. This is I got to go check on them daily now. So for when I go touch the grass.
Ladies.
hello.
Anyway,
Hey.
hey, thanks for letting me have a
Hey.
box. But Danny,
Yes.
I went back to Danny. Back to Danny. This is why I ride hard against Danny because Danny thinks people forget. Mm-mm, mm-mm. No, Danny. No, I'll
No,
never
we're not
forget.
forgetting.
Never
We're not
forget
forgetting.
What they've done in the
Um,
past.
what they've done in the past. This
What
is
they've done in the
all,
past.
yeah. It's all a.
yep.
This is a circle. It's the circle of life version.
I want to
Danny version.
fill in on what Boots was saying about Danny and the Circle of Life. I was playing
Mm.
her live last night to get my time in on this page, so I can have boxes and things. And I was informed when Danny was talking about how when the girls were like 10 and 14, how Brian and Lisa just abandoned them and Lisa went and had other children. Well, Lisa did not have other children until those girls were teenagers, for one, Gabby and Danny, and two, they tried to live with Lisa and Brian, but because they didn't want to follow rules, they ran back to Mimi's. That's
Is
why
that
they
what
never lived
happened?
with. Yes, that's why they never lived with mom and dad because they did not want to follow rules.
Hmm.
Where did that come from? Who said
Yeah,
that?
because it would make sense, but yeah, but where did it come from?
Find out.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
And
I was just
she's gonna
wondering.
have a live. Yeah, and she's gonna have a live today. She mentioned in my chat that she was gonna clear a few things up on what Danny was saying that was
Oh,
not
okay.
true and things. Um, but yeah, Lisa did not have other children and
Mimi
till
said that.
those
Okay.
girls were way older. So it
Oh
wasn't
yeah.
like, the girls were abandoned and Mimi ran out, 2 years later and started having a new family. No, it wasn't until like 10 or 12 years later.
And that's another thing, Danny, I heard her rampant about, we had a bad childhood, this and that. You didn't. You really, maybe your mom wasn't there, but guess what? And I don't trauma dump, but Danny, you're not the only human with a piece of shit parent. And the way you talk and your Mimi raised you girls is such a
No,
slap in the fucking face for that.
you guys,
Did she raise
Lisa
you
did
right?
not.
No.
Both Danny and Gabby said they tried to stay with
Mm-mm.
Lisa, yet Lorenzo didn't like white girls.
Oh
Oh,
Yeah,
my
that
that
was the
god.
wasn't
stepdad,
true.
right?
Stop
Lorenzo
it.
was
They
the
didn't like
stepdad.
rules. They did not want to have to follow
No, no,
rules
no.
and
She
do
said, Find
chores.
Out said, Danny and Gabby said they tried to stay with Lisa, yet Lorenzo, which I'm pretty sure is the stepdad, didn't like white girls, is what Find Out
Yeah,
said.
I've heard that. Yep.
Because that's
Yeah.
the same stepdad that Gabby likes to be very racist towards.
Is
Mm-hmm.
Isn't
that the
his
father
Yes.
of her other children too?
isn't his wife though her mom?
Yes.
Isn't she white?
She is.
Yes.
She
Okay.
is.
Yes. Mimi.
But
Yeah.
But Gabby also says she's not racist because she has a Mexican stepdad. So,
Oh, true.
Good morning, Thunk.
Oh, Gabby.
Yeah, but
oh,
remember
Yeah. I wasn't sure
they
if you
were
were
they
still
danced in a
planning on it.
music video, so they can't be racist
Everything
either.
but crazy.
Oh,
Can I
I was
ask
just
you
about
all
to,
when you got your psychology degrees? Okay, well,
everything
here's
but
the
who
thing
the fuck
everything
is
but
saying we're
crazy.
diagnosing anybody?
hey pizza, I'll
None
tell
of
you where I
what's
us,
got
a
mine.
none of,
diagnosis?
yeah, you know what? Carrie can actually tell you where she got hers. But
I got mine from Northwestern College in Minnesota, but also from Grace Sloan Memorial, from Grey's Anatomy, watching it 17 seasons. So
That's right.
Me too.
listen,
Me
all of
too.
us ladies up here on this panel, we are just sitting here BSing and speculating. We are regurgitating
And
information that has been given to us straight from the source.
who
If
made
you
a
would
Yep.
diagnosis?
like, if no one has made a diagnosis, exactly. If you
Yeah.
But
would
also,
like, if you would like to come up and tell us how we are wrong, other than you're not a psychologist, no one's claiming to be,
Right.
please
Hey,
grab a
Dr. Phil
box.
wasn't
oh,
but I
really a
also
real
love
doctor,
that
right?
people
Dr.
don't
Phil was
read.
a real doctor. Listen, I don't. I love Dr. Phil. Don't you hate on
Oh,
my daddy
that's what
Phil?
I'm saying.
Dr. Phil was a psychiatrist at one point, but when he quit practicing and started his show. So
Hmm.
he's not practicing anymore, but he still had his show.
No, I'm not dissing
Yeah.
Dr. Phil. I'm
Yeah.
just
So I love
saying.
Dr. Phil.
And also,
I
this is
Little
Mirror's
tough love
Live,
over
and
here,
it's always
bitches.
titled The Yap.
Yeah,
If you're
exactly.
new here, then let's
Yup.
give you like some little 411 on The Yap. That's what we do. We get on here and we fucking yap. Okay,
yeah.
if you don't
And
like
I
it, scroll
wanted
the
to
fuck
come
on.
And if you're going
Yeah,
to
I
put
wanted to
stupid
come up
shit,
and fill people in on what I was filled in last night because I didn't have certain pieces to the puzzle, and I admit I don't know the whole puzzle. I don't ever admit I know the whole
No, none of
story.
us do, but
And
that's
I
why
was
we do
grateful
this.
that Find Out came in and cleared a lot of things up and answered a lot of our questions in the chat last night because I had no clue. So now when I think back on parts of the video, I'm thinking way different now. And thinking, oh Danny, you were doing exactly what I was saying. You still are playing the fucking game. You are just being more slick about it. Bitch. You're playing the same
Bitch.
fucking game
Yes, I'm
as
absolutely
Illinois,
okay
but
punking
more
Nana.
slick.
Are you?
hold on. Everything
Whoa,
is
What's
whoa,
There is
relative.
happening?
whoa,
absolutely
whoa,
no.
whoa, whoa,
Listen,
whoa, whoa, whoa,
listen.
whoa,
Hold
whoa.
on.
No, no, no.
There's
Yeah,
Stop.
no
hold on.
reason.
Stop.
Hold on. Stop.
Stop. This is not your platform to get on here
No.
and fucking
We're
mm-mm,
gonna let you
no.
talk. We're going to let you talk. But what you're not going to do is get up in my friend's box like this, guns ablazing. All of us will be respectful to you, but you will be respectful to us. We will let you unmute now.
We're
Go
not
ahead and tell us while
attacking
we're
you.
right.
We're
Go
not
ahead and tell
attacking
us
you.
how we're wrong.
but you will not come in here guns a-blazing like that. I'll let you try again. Go ahead.
Would you like to say that same thing to the people in the chat, please?
We're not talking about the people in the chat. We're talking about
Well,
you
if you're
because you
gonna
grabbed the box.
snap my head off because I'm responding to, do you want a cookie? Listen,
I
I
didn't ask you if you
cannot
wanted a cookie.
stand G.
Who asked you if you
Listen,
wanted a
please,
cookie?
please, please.
Okay, we're listening.
I do not support G. I do not support Kaylee. I have offered to support Army in his filing against her in the nursing board. What
Okay,
I'm
wait, but what?
asking, I'm simply asking a
But
question,
you
darling,
asked no,
please.
no,
This is
but
what
Hold
you
on,
guys
let
do.
her
we're not
finish.
Please
talking
let me
about
say
any
what
of that.
you wanted me up here. I'm up
Yeah,
here.
let's
Please
let
let
her
me say
finish,
what
and
I'm
then if she wants to keep
saying.
rambling, then we'll tell her she's rambling. But go ahead and finish.
I'm not rambling either. I'm answering what you guys are asking.
Okay, honey, go ahead,
I
please.
watch you guys day after day. And Sassy, you just did it. Find Out was actually the one that said the thing about Lorenzo. But you came in with your full chest to discredit what was said, and it was
No,
actually
I
Find
didn't.
Out that
Wasn't
said
talking
it.
about Lorenzo.
So I'm simply wanting to put this out there because I treat trauma patients every single day. I treat patients who are addicted every single day. And you can't ever say you want people to change, but then bash Danny every
I
time
don't give a
Okay.
fuck.
she does what she did yesterday.
Listen here,
I'm
ma'am.
going
I
to
didn't
So
say that about
okay,
Lorenzo.
forget
I
it. You guys don't
repeated.
goodbye.
no.
Oh
I
my
Listen.
repeated
gosh.
what those
Stop.
two bitches said.
The
Okay.
Can
question.
we say
Okay,
one at a
okay, hold
time?
on, hold 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 on,
I
hold on.
repeated what they put
Hold
out
on.
there.
Hold on. It's not about bashing, and you can go ahead. It's not has nothing to do with bashing or bashing her for what she said. If we're pointing out that she does this on a continual basis, then we're pointing out a pattern. If we're pointing out inconsistencies in her story because she's lying, then that is a reflection she needs to have on herself for coming on here lying for sympathy and attention.
Right. And let me point
Go
out,
ahead.
is everybody forgetting the $1,000 offer that Danny supposedly had if she got on live and threw Gabby under the bus?
Thank you, Find Out. Thank you.
Like, come the fuck on. This is Danny. This is her cycle. But hop on that bandwagon because she's funny.
Yeah, and Find Out that is very, very good that you brought that up because let's please note that the tone and temperature of in Danny's entire live, and then when she decided to end her live, her entire tone changed, and she was like, "Okay, folks, it's time for me to go to bed, and just know that this was not for the money."
Here's my question,
Right?
real
And
quick.
she ended the live.
Who was that just hopped in the box? You're letting your chat go. Do you realize how fast this chat is going? You can't read a damn thing.
Literally, I'm trying to
Second of
scroll
all,
back and read comments. Like, it's
yeah,
really hard.
you
Like, that's
can't.
why I have
You
mods
can't.
in here. So, like, I'm not gonna
Second
see
of
Also,
all,
everything. I don't know what
sh-
to tell you.
she came
second,
up here because she said we were, where did we get our psychology degrees
yeah.
from?
Here's the
That's
thing,
what she was
honey,
supposed to
honey.
address.
Hold
And
Good
she
on,
just
And
morning,
went
she
hold
never
off.
homie. The
addressed that.
Mexican
Hey,
homie is here.
homie,
on. I'm
Mexican
addressing her.
homie's
Hey,
here.
Mexican
What's up,
homie.
buddy? What's
Oh
up?
my goodness
Oh
gracious!
my
I
gosh.
love
Hey.
him.
What's up, homie?
If
I
you
feel
are
But
a
also,
honored.
Wait,
I
nerd,
wait, wait.
didn't
Time out.
say
Mexican homie.
Lorenzo.
Wait, Mexican homie's here. I was just questioned about you last night. Like, we have a friendship. Like, I know your every move. Damn. Sir, why are you not coming in
Well,
here more?
we're all lumped
Apparently
together.
him and
That's
I are
why.
very close. My goodness. Like, I talk to
We're
him
all
on the
lumped
daily,
together. We all work
according to
together.
Brownie.
can we go back to the mouth, whoever it was in a box?
The
And
mouth. Yeah. You know what, Boots? Yes.
okay,
I want to hear what you
Get
have to say. Go
I
ahead.
didn't. I didn't
get
catch it.
round up, boots.
Did she say she works in the medical field with addiction and trauma and all this? Do you know Danny is a slap in the fucking face to the sober community, to the addiction community? Do you know this is what Danny does? Danny has never been to rehab. Danny hasn't even done therapy.
Rainbow Bright, where are you?
we're
sitting there
so
yesterday
we're
with
not
eyes the
slamming
size of
her.
saucers.
It's called fucking tough love.
And Danny
Which
had
I have
one.
zero love for this chick at this
And
time.
there's also a big difference between slander and
Mm-hmm.
bullying
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and regurgitating
Mm-hmm.
information that we get directly from the source. A lot
Exactly.
of this information is directly from the source. And I've
They
said this
tell on
every
themselves,
time. And
y'all.
I've said this
So
since I started streaming them. It
the
is not
cancer scam.
bullying if I am just regurgitating, recirculating what you put out there.
So if it's a cancer scam that Danny did, so are we forgiving her as a community in the
Yeah.
recovery community
Everyone just
or the
forgot about that too.
PTSD community? Like that shit. Oh, but
And
that
that's
was over a
why,
year ago. She's changed. You know what? The year before that, months before that, he did other vile things. Yeah, she
She's had
uses
cancer.
every freaking community she can get her hands on.
She's
There,
had
she.
cancers. Sorry,
And to
Bruce.
be fair, both twins do that. They
Mhm,
go to every
mhm,
community that they know is a very sensitive community. Let's put it that way. Communities that are built on, a foundation of that we have your
mhm,
back kind of thing. They like to hit those fucking communities because they know that that's what they're going to get the most rise out of. You're not going to go after somebody for, and this is just a very, please nobody take offense, that you're not going to go after a community of just people that have purple hair because, well, it's not like it's a huge community. Okay. It's not like it's a
What
real
never
big
annoys
thing.
you?
But when you
What
go
never?
after autistic communities, after, communities of cancer and everything like that, that
don't forget
millions of
religion. They all
people,
use religion.
yes,
Use a
millions
And
of
yep.
let's
people
forget real quick.
follow and are very, go ahead. Sorry.
Real
Yeah, I'll
quick.
say find out.
Let's not forget. Danny in Illinois spent over 2 hours grooming very intellectually challenged minors in her chat for over 2 hours, telling them how much she was like them and not to trust anybody on this app but her, because she would teach them how to live like she does, because she's just like them, but she's got her shit straight because she has a positive mindset.
Yep.
So
Yep,
she's
I
not
remember
And
that.
two, I want to straighten it out. I did not say Lorenzo when I came up about the rule thing. I didn't even mention the stepdad. I didn't even get to that part of even talking about stepdad
No,
and
I was
mom's
reading
new
the.
husband.
No,
I
I
know.
said find
But the
out. I
chat
read.
was talking about
Yeah,
how
I read the
that
comment out
girl was
loud.
saying I meant talked about Lorenzo. No, I never even mentioned Lorenzo.
No,
but
Sassy didn't say nothing
That's
about it.
not
Find
who
out.
Danny was talking about. Danny
Yeah,
was
find
talking
out.
about
Said it in the
Brian
comment.
and
I read the
Lisa,
comment out
not
loud.
Lorenzo.
right, but people
Pay
saying I said
attention.
that, I couldn't say that unless Danny and Gabby put it out there.
Right,
Right.
right. But we
So it
weren't even
comes from them.
discussing that.
No.
That's what boggled my brain when she brought up Lorenzo and the whole thing. And I'm like, wait a minute. When did he come in the picture? Because no one's ever mentioned him. It was always Brian and Lisa.
Hi, Thunk.
Hey,
Good.
Thunk.
Good
Yeah.
Bye.
morning,
Lorenzo was
Thunk.
brought up in the chat.
Right. It just blows my mind how willing everybody is to forgive her because she sits there with that dumb little cockeyed face and
Not me,
looks
not
at
Mhm,
me
I,
like
girl.
a
mhm.
little
Gonna be
kid.
me.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll
Like,
never
well,
forget
Hey, if
watching her
anyone
punch
needs,
her
yeah, I
cat
was
in the
gonna say,
fucking
if
face.
anyone
I'll
needs a
never forget
reason,
that.
Mira and I both have it pinned to our pages. Go take a peek. Go
Yep, it's
take
on
a
my
peek at
page. I
mine or
got it
Mira's
pinned.
page. Yep, we
I
got it
will
pinned.
never forget watching her punch that cat and then her having the balls to come on this app and say, all I did was scruff him. I didn't even punch him. You made a closed fist and you punched him in the face. Be so fucking for real. I'll never forget that.
But I
Don't
haven't
care.
done it since then. So I've changed, guys. I haven't done it since then
What
that
I've
yeah,
we
done in the
know of.
past. What I've
but
done in the
I'm glad you
Yeah,
said
past.
that.
forgive
I'm glad
me.
you said that. Do you all forget how she got the scratch on her fucking nose just recently for
No.
pissing
No.
and pounding on his fucking head until he turned around and
Mirror
yelled her in
Thunk.
the
Mirror
face?
Thunk should go next.
Yeah. What's up, Thunk?
Well, I would like to start with Mirror's only got 27,000 likes. Y'all need to be tapping that screen if you would,
Oh,
please.
okay, T. Thank you,
If you
Thunk.
would. if you all would go in your Wayback Machine and your thinker up there, just over a year ago, didn't Danny get like waylaid by Mimi and Gabby? And oh, poor fucking Danny. Taps for tea, y'all. Taps for tea. Let's go.
We were talking about
Danny
that.
didn't
Yup.
say.
This is how she got her
Danny didn't
apartment.
say one fucking word that we didn't already goddamn know.
Thank
Fuck you,
you.
Danny.
And got her entire apartment furnished by her TikTok on
Yep.
an
As
Amazon
well as the
wish
rent paid,
list.
Yep.
as well as the rent and the security deposit.
Hey,
And
Gina,
And
how
let
about
me
Danny,
And
you
Christmas
can
tree?
sit
groceries.
over there, and Danny, you
And
can sit over there
groceries.
and Danny, you
And the
can sit over there and
groceries.
say, and because you said this yesterday when you were in
Thank
your
you, Tom.
live, that
Yes.
I don't sell what my supporters got me on Facebook Marketplace. I still have everything. Okay, do you
Hey,
want a fucking cookie for that?
hey,
Like,
Oh,
why don't you
I
be
got
a
a
big
fun
No, she
fucking
don't.
girl and go buy
guys.
your own fucking
okay.
shit?
Hold on
Guys,
one second.
No,
I got a fun fact.
Hold on. I
Hold on.
gotta reset because I got a
Okay.
permanent restriction and got a restriction. So I'm gonna reset
Oh
real
my
quick.
gosh.
Okay.
I'll be right
Okay.
back.